podcast is presented by Currency. Currency makes financing quick, easy, and secure for machinery, ag equipment, and more. Visit GoCurrency.com. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at LibertyFirstCU.com.
It is a beautiful early fall Saturday in southeast Nebraska, and it is week 2 for the Doane Tigers and the Briar Cliff Chargers. Doane football on News Channel Nebraska for another week, as Doane will look to avenge the loss from last week. A rough start to the Jonathan Johnson era, a 49-11 loss to Graceland. My name is Jake Bartecki. We welcome to the broadcast for the first time former Tiger Chase Wilkinson. He's joining us for the duration of the 2024 Tigers season here on News Channel Nebraska. And Chase, I'll go to you for this. You've known this Briar Cliff team. You've played against them. You said to me before this game you think it's a winnable one for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think they got a lot of opportunities to clean up their game and come off that tough loss last week and try to just get some positives going, kind of get in the flow of the game, and I think they're going to have every opportunity to win this game today.
Both of these teams coming in at 0-1, Chase. Doane lost at home last week to Graceland. It was a overtime loss, 28-21 for the Briar Cliff Chargers at St. Ambrose last week. There's got to be a little sense of urgency here on both sides. What do you expect the play calling to look like here early?
Well, for Doane, I think they got to just get some positive yards early. I think getting their run game established early and often, keep the chains moving going forward, I think that's going to be in their benefit because then it opens up the passing game. For Briar Cliff, a tough loss last week against St. Ambrose. I think they're looking to do the same. I think they played really well last week, but I think they're trying to take it one step further and get this win today.
Sam Hartman will again be the starting quarterback for the Tigers this week. Of course, he's the young freshman out of Grand Island. Had a touchdown on his first possession, and he scored it himself. He scampered to his right to the end zone here to the left, and I thought he looked pretty good. What did you think? I
think so, too. I think he's a young freshman quarterback. I think he showed a lot of promise in the first drive when they marched down the field and scored. I think getting a freshman in there is good. It's going to get him experience. We just got to get him loose, get him comfortable, and I think he's going to make great plays for Doane today.
Well, there you see the Briar Cliff Chargers, those beautiful white, blue, and yellow jerseys making their way onto Al Papik Field. They'll soon be followed by the Doane Tigers, and we'll soon have kickoff for you on NCN. Doane, Briar Cliff coming at you.
The pregame show is brought to you by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. And Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCO.com.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Hey, sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pregame essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
We welcome you back to Al Papik Field. Jake Bartecki, Chase Wilkinson, Doane, and Briar Cliff coming up. Briar Cliff, you see them in the middle of your screen there on the opposite sideline. Doane making their way to the field here. Let's take a look at our school spotlights, brought to you in part by Currency. And there you see Briar Cliff, 52,500, and they are coming to you as the Chargers. They were founded in 1930, 941 at BCU. And, of course, the Doane Tigers, no team that needs an introduction. 5,200 here in the town of Crete. They are the Tigers, founded in 1872. an enrollment of just shy of 1,900. That's our school spotlight, brought to you in part by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, trailers, or more? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Well, let's get some keys to a win today for the Tigers, Chase.
I think a couple keys is the running game. I think their offense, needs to do better in running and passing. I think if you get that established early and often, I think they're going to be in a much better spot than they were last week. I think they can do it today, too.
Doane averaged 2.3 yards per carry last week, a number they'll look to at least double here this afternoon. And there you see the black and orange with the Doane flag, the beautiful Old Glory, and Jonathan Johnson, Doane's first-year head coach, looking for his first win as head coach of the Tigers here this afternoon. Kickoff is next.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Lay the foundation for increased harvesting capacity and a successful harvest by ordering a new John Deere combine during Landmark Implement's early order program. Upgrade to the latest model and maximize yield potential with advanced harvest technology. Customize your combine and secure the best discounts and financing options of the year. Contact your local Landmark Implement today to order your new John Deere combine and experience the Landmark difference.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
Briar Cliff won the opening kickoff, and I believe Doane elected to receive, as they normally would, with Briar Cliff deferring to the second half. And there you see the captains for both sides getting ready to go here. Doane Tiger football on NCN, brought to you in part by Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. Chase, we talked about your keys to a win, if those keys all come into fruition, and Doane is able to pick up a win here and get to 500 before they head on the road next week. What would that do for momentum?
I mean, momentum is the biggest thing, and getting a win here today puts you in a really good spot. Bounce back after that loss. I think it's going to do really good things for them today.
Well, again, Briar Cliff last week, 28-21 loss to St. Ambrose in overtime. Doane outscored 49-11 by Graceland. And again, Doane started with the lead in that ball game, but ever since then they were outscored 42-3. We're getting ready to go here from Crete. Back deep to return here for the Tigers. You've got, standing near about the 5-yard line, Andrew Brown as well as Joaquin Gutierrez, as Doane will receive the kickoff again. Briar Cliff won the toss, and they elected to defer to the second half. 70 degrees and sunny all over here in southeast Nebraska. No wind to make note of as well. Just a gorgeous afternoon for football. Well, Briar Cliff ready to tee it up and get this thing underway. Jake Schroeder with the ball teed up at the 35. He takes a look to his left, to his right, and we are underway. Brown from the 4. Has the edge. Looking for a block, and Doane will start the ball game in Chargers territory.
That's a really good run. He scampers to the outside, good blocking, and able to find his way to about the 45-yard line.
Well, marching onto the field for the first time this afternoon, the Doane offense. And for the second time, they are led onto the playing surface by freshman Sam Hartman. And we talked about it earlier in the show here, Chase. This is an interesting dilemma. You get another freshman starting quarterback in, but if he can do what he did in the early parts of the game last week, Doane could have a good afternoon.
Yeah, he just needs to stay comfortable and just move the chains.
Well, Doane will open it up here on first down. James Miles, the running back, to the left hip, and Miles gets the carry here and kicks it right side and turns it upfield and picks up a chunk yardage run of about 7 on 1st and 10.
Great blocking by the wide receivers there. He gets to the outside, and there was a good outside block and able to find a lane.
Picks up a first down, as a matter of fact. I believe he stretched the ball past the marker before he went down, and that's good for 10 yards. Might have been a friendly spot as well. They'll go back to Miles here to the Tigers, and he's brought down after a short pickup. That'll bring up 2nd down. So Doane, again, starting the drive inside Briar Cliff territory. The tackle there for the Chargers, made by the defensive lineman Chase Brown, 6'2", 235-pound sophomore. Hartman to the air for the first time today, and he finds Darnell Riley inside the 30.
It's a great catch. That's a great throw. Put it right on the money and able to get closer to that down marker. It's going to be 3rd and short here.
So 3rd down upcoming. Doane just 20%, 2 for 10 last week on 3rd down. And they face 3rd and about 3 yards to go at the 29 of the Chargers. 3 wide receivers left, and the handoff to Miles, and a flag comes in before the play. I think we had movement. Well, now it gets whistled off. I saw one of the referees shake his head. I believe it was the line judge. But I think we are going to have a penalty here. Here's the call.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
That was a problem last week for Doane.
Yeah, definitely. Penalties are a drive killer, and hopefully they can get back and get close to these sticks. But, I mean, we were at 3rd and short, and now we're looking at 3rd and 8.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Doane's going to have to get this to the 26 of the Chargers, and you'd love to take advantage of the friendly field position to start. Back to Darnell Riley, and Riley scampers between 2 tacklers and picks up the first down.
That was a great pass, great throw. A little behind him, but Riley made the adjustment, and he was pretty open, so he moves the chains.
That brings up 1st down and 10, and Doane already half to what the 3rd downs they converted were last week. They only converted 2 against Graceland. They get 1 here on the opening drive. James Miles, another carry, gets the edge, and then he's run out of bounds on the play by Braden Pomier-Williams, the cornerback.
That was a good play of bouncing it to the outside and found a little more room. Looks like a gain of 4 or 5.
So Miles now 3 carries for 17 yards. Darnell Riley 2 receptions for 20 yards. The chunk yardage plays working so far here for the Tigers. 2nd and 6 here. Miles with his 4th carry of this opening drive gets a few yards, and it'll set up a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here, mixing pass and run, more primarily run. I think it just allows everyone to settle down, get into the flow of the game. I think it's going to do them really good.
3rd down and 5 yards to go. Just a 1-yard pickup there for James Miles. And Doane will look to start the game 2 for 2 on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. No, they'll throw. Ball is tipped up in the air and nearly intercepted. John DeRiso, the intended target. Good coverage by the cornerback, Ben Greer, to deflect that one, and a dangerous throw by Sam Hartman.
Yeah, it was a pretty good throw. I think it was just defense made a really good play on the ball, tipped it up. Almost looked like it was going to come back and someone else was going to get another paw on it, but 4th down.
Kellen Meyer on to attempt an opening drive field goal here for the Tigers. It'll be a 31-yard attempt. to give Doane an early 3-0 lead. Kick is on its way, and it is good. Doane scores on their opening possession for the second time in as many weeks, and they lead it 3-0. We'll step aside. Doane gets on the board on their opening possession.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
The Tigers drive summary 7 plays, 32 yards, 3 minutes and 9 seconds off the clock, and they convert on a 31-yard field goal to take an early 3-0 lead. And the man who did just that kicks it away here. Kellen Meyer kicks it through the end zone for a touchback. Well, Brock Saya onto the field. Got a couple underclassmen to do the quarterback duties this afternoon in Sam Hartman for Doane, Saya for the Chargers. What does this Doane defense need to do to set the tone early?
Well, I think they need to get to him, get him under pressure. I also think we need to do a really good job of coverage. There's going to be guys streaking down the field, and we need to cover them, need to do better. But I feel like they're going to have a good day today. Just need to get pressure on the quarterback.
This Chargers offense last week, 330 total yards of offense in that 28-21 loss to St. Ambrose in overtime. Shotgun set for Briar Cliff on 1st and 10. Saya to his right and not on the same page with his intended target to his right, as that falls incomplete, looking for Corey Kerrigan.
Yeah, it looks like he had a lot of room, just overthrew him. Looks like the blocks were going to be set up. He was going to get a gain, but couldn't connect.
So an incompletion on 1st and 10 brings up 2nd down and 10 to go. This offensive line for the Chargers, very experienced, no underclassmen in that O-line. That's an upper hand.
That is really good. That's knowing experience on the O-line. That's going to do everyone favors.
Saya will throw on 2nd down as well. Maybe he's going to run. He is going to run, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and get about 15.
Looks like a pretty good scamper, but I think it's going to be coming back here as to see a hold.
Yeah, I think you're right. Good catch there, Chase. There's a flag in the backfield. Got the call here. Well, maybe after everyone walks back.
Right.
Holding. Offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's on the junior right tackle, Perry King, and we talked about the experience that this offensive line for the Chargers has. Inexperienced play there.
Yeah, and that's just going to put them in a hole. I mean, it's an opportunity for Doane really to kind of use this to their advantage and try to get them off the field early.
That brings up 2nd and 20, negates what would have been a 16-yard 1st down run for Brock Saya. Shotgun set again. They've worked out of the gun each of the first 3 plays of the game. Here's a pass to the right. That falls incomplete as well, and it brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, misses open man again. You know, it looks like he has plenty of room, just couldn't connect again.
That was intended for the running back, Matt Mason, the sophomore out of Logan, Utah. Saya and his receivers right now just not on the same page.
No, not hooking up. I mean, maybe the first drive jitters, something like that. But you know, might need to find something right now. 3rd and long, they need to call up something good.
Last season, Briar Cliff 39% on 3rd down. They were 37% on 3rd in week 1. They face 3rd and 20, needing to get this to the 35. Pass to the right in the flats. And that pass is hauled in by Chase Thomas, but he is well short of the line to gain, well short of the original line of scrimmage as well, and Doane forces a 3-and-out.
That was a great coverage, good rally to the football. They see the screen coming, and the linebackers are hauling over there and make a great stop.
So a penalty on the right tackle for the Chargers forces them into passing situations.
Christian Mendoza, John DeRiso,
and they will punt here on their opening possession. Kick is away, John DeRiso. Check that. No, it is DeRiso. He makes the fair catch, and Doane, for the second drive to start this ball game, will start in plus territory.
That's really good for them. Defense got them off the field. That's going to carry momentum for the offense now because they're already at the 48-yard line, looking to get it in the end zone again.
10:38 to go in the first quarter. Doane leading at 3-0, their opening drive. A 72-yard scoring drive in 9 plays, and that was capped off by a 31-yard field goal by Kellen Myers. Sam Hartman to start the ball game, 2 of 3 through the air for 20 yards. James Miles, 4 carries for 17 yards, and both completions by Hartman to Darnell Riley. 1st and 10, Doane from the 48 of the Chargers. A third catch for Darnell Riley, and he stumbles and gets finished off after a pickup of about 3. Tim McCarthy on the tackle for Briar Cliff.
That was a good rally by Briar Cliff. Looks like he didn't have much room, but as long as they're moving forward.
So that brings up 2nd down and 9 to go as we've got 10:18 to go here in the first quarter, which is brought to you in part by John Henry's, our family serving yours. After a 1-yard completion, Hartman throws again and just has to get rid of it. He is bull rushed out of the pocket and nearly taken down on the play. Good pass rush there from the Chargers.
Yeah, D-line got to him really early, and there's nothing open, and it was out of pressure, out of the pocket, and he just had to throw it away.
That was Carlos Lopez, the big defensive lineman. First play of the game, and he comes in and bull rushes the opposing QB. That's a good start. 3rd and 9 here for the Tigers. They're 1 for 2 on 3rd down this afternoon. Hartman will throw again here, and again, here comes the pressure. He fires and finds a man. Gutierrez high points the football and hauls it in for the 1st down.
What a catch by Gutierrez. What a throw. Scrambling to his right by Hartman. What a throw. Puts it on the money. Great catch.
Lakey Martin, the pass rush, and nearly getting hit after the play was Hartman, but he still stays with it and puts the ball only where his receiver can get it. And here's another completion to John DeRiso, and this time he's blown up by Tulsa Janish, and that's about a loss of 1.
Looks like the Briar Cliff defense sniffed that one out pretty quick. They knew that it was an incoming screen, and they picked it up right away.
4 for 6 now through the air for Sam Hartman. That is longest completion. The one 2 plays ago went for 25 yards to Gutierrez. And it brings up 2nd and 11. Pistol set. Hartman calls his own number and gets tripped up by Janish again. Not much doing there, but it gets back past the original line of scrimmage and picks up about 3.
Yeah, couldn't fool the Chargers secondary right there. It looks like he picked it up right away. Gained a few, so we're looking at about a 3rd and 8.
At the 20.
Yeah, I think it's going to be about 3rd and 8 from the 20. So Doane in the red zone yet again here. They reached the red zone on their opening possession, but had a penalty, pushed them out of scoring range, and they settled for a field goal. 3rd and 8 from the 20-yard line. Got to get this down to the 12. Hartman out of the shotgun. Feels the heat, tosses one, end zone, and he overthrows Darnell Riley, and the pass falls incomplete. And on for the 2nd time in the first quarter is the Tigers kicking unit. We've got an injured Charger down in the playing surface. Didn't see what happened there, but we've got an injury timeout in the field. Let's take a look at this replay. Darnell Riley, good route, just a little too strong with Hartman.
Yeah, had him open for a second, just too long, too much air. I mean, still not a bad throw as long as, if he's not catching it, no one's catching it. So, I mean, would love to see him in the end zone with it, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We'll step aside for 30 seconds on NCN. 3-0 Doane, 8:43 to go in the first.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
The injured Charger was the defensive lineman Alex Niederheiser. The Colorado Springs native was able to hobble off under his own power. And now for the second time to start the ball game, Kellen Meyer with a field goal attempt. And this one, no good. He pushed it wide right. And a costly empty possession there for the Tigers.
Yeah, you'd love to get points there, but it looked like it just on the right side of the crossbar, so that's tough, but still clinging on to that 3-0 lead. The defense has got to make a stop again.
So 8 minutes, 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter. There's Jonathan Johnson having a conversation with his defense. What do you know about the new Doane head coach?
I know that he's motivated. He's young. This crew's young and motivated. He loves and cares for every one of these players. I think he's a great dude, great coach, and I think he's going to do really good things for Doane.
Well, Doane comes back on the field to play defense. First down and 10 to go at the 20 after the empty field goal trip for the Tigers as Briar Cliff takes over. Saya throws, and again he overthrows one of his intended targets. This time it's Corey Carnigan. He's overthrown him a few times already.
Yeah, they had a man-on-man over there out on an island. Looks like he was going in for a slant, just couldn't connect, overthrows him.
So that brings up second down and 9. Brock Saya today now 1 of 4 for 6 yards, and the only completion of the backup running back Chase Thomas, which came as a get-me-over 3rd and long on the opening possession. They've yet to run the football today, have the Chargers. Shotgun set, this time they do run it, and it's the first carry for Matthew Mason, and Doane's able to jump that one. The Tigers linebackers push him back. He gets a couple of yards, but less than I think he thought he was getting.
Yeah, no, it looked like he was going to go for big, probably the chains, but Doane rallied well. Still got a gain of 5. You're looking at a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, and it's going to be manageable for him.
Well, the Doane defense forced an opening 3 and out on Briar Cliff's first possession. I look to do that here, but Briar Cliff is going to open it up. 4 wide receivers on your screen to the left, 1 to the near side, and Saya alone in the backfield. Here comes the pressure. Saya feels it, runs, stumbles, and he's near the first down. Did he pick it up?
Close to a first down.
They are going to give him credit for 3 yards in the first.
They're going to split them out 5 wide receivers, and they're going to do a quarterback draw underneath. That's a heck of a play call. I don't think Doane was expecting that, and it looks like it worked to their advantage, and they got the first down.
First down, 10 to go for the Chargers, excuse me. They come out in the shotgun. Halfway through the opening frame here at Al Papik Field, Doane up 3-0. Here's a pass to the right, and this throw on the money for a first down. As Saya finds Kamani Flarumi for the first.
Yeah, that was a good route, good catch. I mean, Doane's defense wasn't bad coverage right there. He just fit it into a tight window, and it's going to work out, and they're going to get another first down on it.
Flarumi with his 3rd reception of the season right there. That one goes for a gain of 11 and a first down. First and 10, Briar Cliff now at the 43. Doane's defense backs off a bit. Here comes the blitz. They hand off to Mason, and Mason hit hard and driven back. That was a good pop by Lucas Christensen, the sophomore linebacker, and it goes for a gain of 3.
That was a great hit, great fill in by the gap, let middle linebacker come up and make a big play.
2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 coming up. Today's game brought to you in part by City Bank and Trust in Crete, member FDIC. 2nd and 8 at the 45. 6:13 to go in the opening quarter here at Al Papik Field. Beautiful afternoon. We've talked about it a lot. 70 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, sunshine on everyone's shoulders. And an early fall football afternoon. Here comes the pressure. No escaping for Saya there. He goes down. Sacked on the play. Owen Koontz, the senior, brings him in the backfield.
What a play by Coons. Kept with it. Went all the way around. The quarterback looked like he held onto the ball too long and finally caught up to him. And that's a heck of a sack and not much needed for Doane.
First true sack of the season for the Tigers defense. They had a couple of QB hits on runs for a loss last week, but that one goes as a 5-yard loss, 3rd and 13. Briar Cliff 1 for 2 on 3rd down. And they're going to take about all the play clock here as it's down to 3, 2, and 1. Just getting it off is Saya. Here comes pressure. He fires, and this one complete. Hauled in, but not enough for a first down. Corey Kerrigan again on the reception. And Doane's able to force Briar Cliff off the field. Briar Cliff's offense got rolling there for a moment. Nice job by Doane to get an impact play, the Koontz sack, and that forced him into a different set.
Yeah, that sack was huge, and it also put him behind the chains, behind schedule. And then that was a great open field tackle by Devon Jackson, able to trip him up.
John DeRiso back to return for the Tigers. Kick is away. DeRiso from the 15. Gets to about the 20 and a return of about 6 yards. So Doane will start in about usual starting field position around the 21. How do you answer after an empty trip what looked like a promising drive last possession?
Well, I think it's just about getting started. Get comfortable again, move the chains once or twice, get to midfield, and then see what you got. I think it's about getting comfortable and kind of just getting back in rhythm, staying on schedule.
First down, 10 to go for the Tigers. They line up at the 22. Sam Hartman in the backfield with James Miles. Gutierrez and DeRiso, the slot receivers, but they start with Miles on the ground, and he runs into a buzzsaw. Not much doing there. Ben Greer, as well as the defensive linemen Lopez and Martin, were the stop for the Chargers.
Yeah, not much running room. If there was a gap, it closed really quickly because there are a bunch of Briar Cliff defenders there to meet him.
Gain of about a yard and a half. It sets up 2nd down and 8 to go inside 4 minutes in a first quarter that's moved through pretty quickly here. A lot of late play clock snaps, but this time Hartman gets it off quickly, and he rushed out of the pocket, fires, and the pass was caught, obviously out of bounds on the throw downfield intended for Andrew Wado.
Yeah, got him under pressure, and he had to roll to his right and make a really tough throw. It was a great catch and all, but couldn't stay in bounds.
So 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. Doane has not gone 3 and out yet this afternoon. This is their 3rd drive of the ball game. Converted on a field goal on their opening possession, and then Kellen Meyer missed from 37 yards on their 2nd attempt, on their 2nd drive. Here comes pressure. Hartman not going to get away this time. He goes down. He is sacked. He was rushed out of the pocket first by Johnny Bowser, and then he was finished off by the defensive line for the Chargers. It was Carlos Lopez with the sack.
Yeah, it looked like Briar Cliff sent in an extra blitzer, and that really got him under pressure. And Hartman had really nowhere to go, so it had to take the sack.
Now, Hartman came up a little slow as well. Looks like he's okay, but get hit that hard, understandable. Loss of 2, 4th and 10, Meyer to punt. Carnegie on the return. This one takes a great Doane roll. Won't quite reach the 20, but it's down at around the 23-yard line, and inside 3 minutes to go here in the first. Briar Cliff will take over on offense. Well, Chase, what have you thought so far?
I thought they're good. I thought there's times where Doane's moving the balls really well, and on defense, they're stopping them. They can't really get much going. So I think Doane is doing what they can right now. Might want to see a little bit more movement from the offense, but I think they're driving the ball really well, and I think they're covering Briar Cliff good too.
Yeah, Doane with 65 total yards of offense, Briar Cliff with 30, and Doane has dominated pretty much offensively the entire way. Shotgun set here from the 23. Saya, pass is tipped but caught. Cardigan comes down with it, and now he reverses course, looks for a block, and he's going to get near the marker. That play took a long time to finally finish, but what looked like a possible interception, pick six type football turns into a 9-yard gain.
That was a very lucky play. Someone got their hands on it, but it looked like an east-west play instead of a north-south play. But, I mean, it did him good, got him benefit, gain of 7.
Now, it was Keegan Theobald who had the deflection that went into the hands of Corey Cardigan, and he picked up about 7. It's 2nd and 3. Snap back to Saya. And it's the first carry of the afternoon for Carter Reekers, the running back. Not much doing there.
Doane D-line doing a very good job of staying home, filling the gap, and not allowing the running game to get started.
At the 32.
2nd down turns into 3rd down after a 1-yard pickup. Briar Cliff right now 1 for 3 on 3rd down. Doane is 2 for 5. Doane's faced some longer 3rd downs. Briar Cliff faced a 3rd and 20. That's the only one they haven't converted. Pass right side, caught, and that's a 1st down as the completion good to Jaden Stowers, and it picks up a 1st.
Yeah, that's going to work for them there. Screenplay outside, keep the ball out wide, and get a good block from that other wide receiver, and that's going to get him enough for the 1st down.
So Stowers the reception, and he picks up 3. All he needed was 1.
Yep, did just enough.
1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the
Coming up on 1 minute to go here in the first, 3-0 in favor of the Tigers, who scored on their opening drive for the 2nd straight week, as Konsick gets another carry here, and he's brought down by the flag.
Flags on the play.
Might have had a false start. Looked like someone might have jumped too early, got off the line.
Let's see what the call is here. 1 penalty for 10 yards today for Briar Cliff.
Defense number 4 was in the neutral zone at the
boy.
snap. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
So that penalty charge to Doane, that's on Jarrett Boggs. And we've seen Doane try to jump the snap a couple times today. It sounds like that was just a situation of it, and there you see it there off the right side of the line, just a little early.
Yeah, on this 3-3 defense, you're going to see a lot of movement by the linebackers and D-line. They're going to stun a lot and try to show blitz a lot.
Saya gives to Mason. And Mason near the 1st down. If he doesn't have it, he's about an inch short.
1st down.
That was a good run there. Keep the legs churning and almost got to the 1st down.
Yeah, he's about a half-yard short. Now the official on the near side says it's enough for the 1st down, and it is. Matthew Mason not on the field right now. It sounds like he may have gotten hurt, I believe. That's a loss, Chase.
That's going to hurt him a lot. Hopefully he gets back in the game soon.
That's their starting running back. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. Doane scores on their opening drive to take a 3-0 lead. Nothing on the scoreboard since. 15 minutes down, 45 to go. 3-0 Tigers at the end of 1.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Welcome back to Al Papik Field. 1st and 10 at the 47 for the Chargers as we flip sides. He's Chase Wilkinson. I'm Jake Bartecki. Danny Alvarado, our great NCN crew, here with you in Crete as second quarter gets underway, and Doane's defense starts it out with as best as they can. Owen Kuntz with a sack, his second of the day.
That was a great pressure there. Gets past the O-line and able to get the quarterback under pressure and eventually brings him down.
And that might have been, I don't know if that was Kuntz after all. That actually looks like
Keegan
on the play was
Schuler.
Keegan Schuler. Yeah, so Keegan, so there you go. Point remains, though, the linebackers, it's shifted that way, have done really well here to start for Doane.
No, they're doing a great job. Same with the D-line. They've been stunting, showing them different looks on what they're doing on defense, and it's really throwing them off, I believe.
Loss of 6 on the play. Second sack for the Doane defense today. The first was charged to Owen Kuntz as it brings up 2nd and 16. A throw way in the backfield here, and Doane is not fooled. This one's going backwards. Jarrett Boggs there to bring the running back down in the backfield. It was Thomas on the reception. Not sure what the play call was there.
That was a great rally by the Doane defense. Looks like he threw it 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like it didn't work out for him, and the great rally and tackle by the defense.
Third down.
That brings up 3rd and long, loss of 4. So on the last 2 plays, without penalties, Briar Cliff with a sack and a backwards pass have lost 10 yards, and they face 3rd and 20 here, needing to get the ball to the plus side of the field from their own 36. Hartman to Carnigan, and he makes the reception, and he's brought down inside the 40. And that brings up 4th down. Our second quarter brought to you in part by O Street Carpet in Lincoln. 13:08 to go first half. Doane started with the football. That means it'll go to Briar Cliff to start the third quarter. But I know it's early to think about this, Chase, but want to get points here as much as you can.
Yeah, definitely need to capitalize on these stops by the defense. They're doing a great job of stopping the offense for Briar Cliff. I think they just need to put everything together. They make drives, they get down the field well, just can't capitalize.
This kick, a good one, over the head of John DeRiso, and it's down to around the 15-yard line. Really good boot there by the Briar Cliff punter, and that'll set up 1st and 10 for the Tigers. You mentioned it, another stop for the Tigers defense, and that's largely in part as to why Briar Cliff only has 45 total yards. Doane only has 65, but Doane's also dealt with short fields.
Definitely. You know, the defense is doing a really good job of stopping them and putting the offense in really good territory on the plus side of the field and giving them an opportunity to score.
1st and 10, Tigers from their own 15. Hartman in an inverted shotgun here. Starts the drive with a handoff to James Miles, and Miles kicks it outside before he's finally tripped up. That might have saved, I don't know if it would have been a touchdown, but Jason Freeman saved what could have been a really long run.
That was a great run and a good jump cut to the outside, and if break one tackle, he's going to go for a lot more.
Grab of the jersey to drag Miles to the ground. Pickup of about 8 on 1st and 10, 2nd and about 1.5 yards. They'll go back to Miles after the run on 1st down, and he moves the chains with a 3-yard pickup.
That's a good hard run. That's a good hard run by Miles there. Able to put the head down and get the first.
Today's game also brought to you in part by Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. It's all you need to know. 11:50 to go here in the first half. 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the 26. They picked up 11 yards in 3 plays here on this opening drive of the second quarter.
Pass is caught.
Right side pass complete. That hauled in by Zach Perez, I believe it was Zach Perez. Yes, it was, for the Tigers. His first reception of the season.
It was a very good throw and catch. Looks like a gain of 6. Able to put him right on the money on that hitch route and able to do a good job.
So 2nd and 3. Doane's face 2nd and short. A couple of times on this first drive of the second quarter. Miles hit hard here, and he's driven down. Tackle on the play by Carlos Lopez. He's been all over the place here for Briar Cliff early. The defensive line for Briar Cliff making some nice plays.
Yeah, he's flying around, making plays. Hit a good hit stick right there. That was good. Stopped Doane. It's looking at a 3rd and 4 right now.
Yeah, for Lopez's 4th tackle of the ball game. He has 1 TFL as well. That one goes for no gain, and it's 3rd and 3. Doane 2 for 5 on 3rd down today. They were 2 of 10 last week in that blowout loss to Graceland. Shotgun set here, and a whistle and a flag comes in. I think we've got a false start here on an interior lineman for the Tigers. We'll head down to the field for the call.
Snap infraction. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So a snap infraction charge to Philip Guthrie, the first-year starting center for Doane, a sophomore, and it now becomes a more difficult 3rd and 8.
That's a rough penalty. You're looking at a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. The playbook's a lot more open. Now you're looking at a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. There's only so many things you can run on long 3rd down.
4 of Doane's 5 3rd downs have been longer than 3rd and 5, and this is another here. It's 3rd and 8. Hartman chased out of the pocket, airs one out, and it is incomplete downfield. Pass intended in the direction of Andrew Wado, but it falls incomplete. Probably would have been out of bounds either way, and Kellen Meyer will punt.
Yeah, I agree. He got pressured early and often, and he had to roll to his right again, try to make a throw on the run, just couldn't get it to connect.
10 minutes to go in the first half. 4th down and 8. Meyer back to kick it away to Carnegie for the Broncos. Short punt here by Meyer. Carnegie calls for the fair catch, and he hauls it in just outside the 35 at the 36, and that's where the Tigers will start, the Chargers will start 1st and 10. Stick around for our halftime show coming up in just a little bit. We're inside 10 minutes here in the first half. We'll have our halftime highlights brought to you in part by Visit Kearney, and we'll also have highlights, some analysis, and maybe some scores in college football around the country as well. 1st down and 10 to go for the Chargers. They line up from the 36.
1st and 10, Chargers on their 36.
Shotgun set, Brock Saya. Pass is tipped, and another tipped pass that gets hauled in by a member of the Broncos offense, Jeremy Connick, with the reception there. What's going into these decisions, because these are some dangerous throws by Saya?
Yeah, they're getting a lot of screen plays out early and often, try to get the football out of the quarterback's hands. But I think Doane's doing a really good job of also getting their hands up and deflecting these passes. Lucky that Briar Cliff, one of their players caught it and not one of Doane's. So I think they just got to be more careful where they're throwing the football.
Now the completion, the 8th of the day, loss of 1 for Brock Saya. They'll go to the shotgun again here. Saya rolls out of the pocket, and he is swallowed up. He runs into Schuler again, another TFL for the Tigers D.
That's another great rally by the defensive line. Schuler getting to him again, getting him under pressure and bringing him down.
2nd down and 11, going to turn into 3rd and probably about 15 here. Both teams facing a lot of 3rd and longs.
Yeah, they're not helping themselves out, going behind the sticks behind the schedule. There's only so much you can call in this situation. It's going to put them in a rough spot.
It is 3rd and 14, almost 15 here for Briar Cliff from their own 32-yard line. Got to get it to the 46 at least. Here's a fire downfield, wide open and in stride. It's hauled in by the tight end, and going to the house for the score is Stephen Whiting. How about that? 68 yards. Saya, Whiting, 6 points on the scoreboard for the Chargers.
That's a heck of a throw and a catch. Looked like Doane was in a cover 0 or man-to-man, and no one really had 85 had Whiting down the field and able to make a play and go the distance.
Now, Jaheim Fuller tried to drag the big tight end down, couldn't do it. Whiting bobbled that as well.
Yeah, almost dropped it, and for a second there it looks like he did, but he held on, and broke the tackle.
And the Chargers fake it for the two-point conversion, and guess who? Whiting hauls it in again. I think Doane thought they were going to drift into PAT formation. Eventually they don't. And what Doane did on their first touchdown last week, Briar Cliff returns the favor with a two-pointer.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, returns the favor, hits Whiting again, right over the middle. Looks like no one was guarding him again, and that's going to put him up 8-3.
A 68-yard completion, Saya to Whiting for an 8-point play, as Whiting also tacks on the two-point conversion. 8:17 to go first half. It's the Chargers 8, the Tigers 3.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil, your first and last stop to and from the game. By USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
From behind the six, a three-play, 64-yard scoring drive in 141. And look out, Andrew Brown back across the 40. Another nice return with a drive summary for the Chargers, capped off by a 60-yard touchdown pass, Saya to Whiting. And it's an 8-3 ball game with the PAT. Another nice return. Doane's got to take advantage of good starting field position. I think this is the third time they've started past their own 40.
Yeah, no, they look good. They are doing really good on the returns. They're starting in great field position. Got to capitalize here after the score by Briar Cliff.
What do you peg the two-point conversion on? Did Doane think they were going to eventually shift into PAT set? Because they never did.
It definitely looked like they were planning on them to go back into field goal formation, but clearly never did and looked mismatched and didn't know what was going on.
For the first time today, we see the pistol here, and it's a handoff to Rian Green, who gets the edge. Green across the 50 and into the 45, and inside Charger territory on one play, a pickup of 14.
Great play by Rian, bounces to the outside. Number 11, John DeRiso, great blocking.
Green gets a fake handoff, stays with Hartman, and this time Hartman swallowed up as Cale Forsyth there, the defensive back, bringing down the freshman Doane quarterback.
Yeah, good run to the outside, kept the read, and I mean, you're going to take 3 to 4 yards every time. As long as you're moving forward, I think you're doing well.
Second down and 7 yards to go at the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation here. Hartman. Green gets his second carry of the drive and gets close to the first down. It'll be about a yard or two short, and it'll set up third and short.
Another run, good blocking. Great block by Carson Reimers, the tight end.
3rd and 2 at the 37.
Shotgun set. 3rd and 2 coming up. Handoff left side. Hartman hitting the backfield first by Benjamin, and then finished off again by Carlos Lopez. We've called his name and number a couple of times this afternoon, and it's a loss of 3, and it brings up 4th and 7.
Yeah, it looked like another read option play, and he kept it and found it real quickly. There was nowhere to go, and it lost about 3.
Meyer to punt for the 4th time already here in the first half, as we're coming up on 6 minutes to go. This is Doane football on NCN. He's Chase Wilkinson. I'm Jake Bartecki. Meyer feels the heat, but gets off a beautiful looking punt. This could be really good. It takes a bounce inside the 5 and is down inside the 1. Great return coverage by the Tigers. Zach Perez back there to down it, and Doane pins Briar Cliff inside their own goal line.
That was a perfect kick. Looked like it had backspin on it, took a high bounce, stopped at about the 2 or the 3 yard line. That's going to be really good for the Doane defense. Try to put them back in their own territory as much as they can and try to capitalize it and get a good stop here.
6:01 remaining in the first half. Briar Cliff with an 8-3 lead. If you're just joining us, Stephen Whiting, a 68-yard reception on 3rd and 14, and then he caught the 2-point conversion that caught Doane sleeping. We'll see if the Doane defense can make up for it right here. An opportunity to either get the offense with the football back in good field position, maybe create a turnover, and get their first defensive score of the year as well. Saya back about 5 yards in his own end zone, and he takes the snap. Briar Cliff will go back to Matthew Mason, who sat out the majority of the late portions of the first quarter and early parts of the second. Good to see him back out in the field as he picks up about a yard.
Definitely, that is a good sign. Looks like he didn't have much running room here, backed up in their own end zone. I mean, Doane realizes what's coming. They're just trying to get out of the end zone, try to get some space, and they read that one really well.
And if you're Briar Cliff head coach Shane Ledage, how much of this is just survive and get the ball away and trust your defense to make a stop when you have the ball to begin the third?
Definitely, this is huge. This is probably one of the biggest parts of the game where you just, one team's backed up and you gotta just get a stop here.
Snap back to throw downfield. Whiting as it bounced off his hands. Good coverage downfield by the Tigers as well. The linebacker back deep on the coverage was Reese Zudavern, and it brings up 3rd and 8 from the 3-yard line for Briar Cliff.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty good throw. Look, he got his hands on it. I think he just might have dropped it. Not bad coverage there by Zudavern either.
Briar Cliff 3 for 6 on 3rd down in this first half, but they've yet to face a 3rd down this difficult. Backed up in their own end zone, and they'll spread it out here, surprisingly. Saya's alone in the backfield. He's got a tight end in Whiting, 2 wide receivers to either side, and Mason will now join him in the shotgun, and we've got a timeout on the field.
Timeout. Doane. Their first timeout.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I don't think Jonathan Johnson was expecting 4 wide in the formation.
Definitely not, and especially when you're on your own 3-yard line. I don't think anyone was expecting a spread formation.
Well, we'll keep it here. I want to go back to the point we were talking about, Chase, of if you're Coach Ledage for Briar Cliff, you got to look at it from a perspective of you're in a dangerous spot here. You're backed up against your own end zone. You're protecting an 8-3 lead, and you have the ball to start the second half. Why would you spread it out there when you can just run it, kick it away, and maybe trust your defense?
Well, it looked like he was motioning and his running back into the backfield, but I don't know. I think it was just trying to throw Doane's defense off, kind of get them all scrambled and mixed up, but I don't know what he was trying to do there, but I think as Briar Cliff, you have to get out of your own end zone. You have to move the ball forward, try to get as far away from that as you can, and try to pick up one first down, 2 first downs. Try to get out of your own territory and just move the ball and at least kick it far away.
5:15 to go here in the first half. So there is time. Doane also has 2 timeouts remaining. They took their first there. If they were to get the football back, they've got time to drive down and take the lead or cut this to a 2-point game. Believe it or not, Briar Cliff has taken over the lead in total yards, 111 to Doane's even 100. Saya out of his own end zone, out of the shotgun. He'll throw and he'll fire, and he will find a man, but the ball falls incomplete. Looking over the middle, it was Flurme, their intended target, and it falls incomplete. I don't know if that was a drop or if it was a pass breakup. We'll see on our BCH instant replay.
Devin Jackson.
Looked like he had his hands on it. Looks like he was going to come down with it, but I think Doane made a great play on the ball.
That was Devon Jackson on the pass breakup. Wobbly throw as well by Saya, and now punting from deep in his own end zone is Christian Mendoza. He had a nice boot earlier of 56 yards. And Doane looks like they'll start in their own field territory. Oh, I jinxed it. That's the announcer jinx if I've ever heard of one. DeRiso has it bounce off his chest protector, and Briar Cliff recovers.
Oh, that is a killer. He must have lost it in the sun and muffed it. and Briar Cliff's able to capitalize on the fumble.
Well, that's one way to get out of your own end zone.
That is definitely one way. Probably not how they drew it up, but they'll take it nonetheless.
Announcer jinx in full effect. Looked like Doane was going to start on Briar Cliff's side of the field. It pops out of the hands of John DeRiso, and now it's 1st and 10, Briar Cliff at the 35. So this changes the game plan dramatically if you're this Chargers coaching staff, because now you've got generous field position here, you've got time on your side and the lead. What do you expect on this drive?
Well, I think they're going to go in the air. I think they're going to try to score again.
Hartman does go to the air on 1st down. He feels the heat and just gets rid of it to his left.
His pass is marked incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete, intended for Mason, 2nd down.
Looks like that Doane D line is doing a great job of getting him under pressure, and if not snacking him, at least getting a hand in there and try to, make him feel his presence, and I think they're doing a great job of that.
Sets up 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Ball on the 35. Inside 5 minutes until halftime. Again, we'll have highlights, analysis from this first 30 minutes. It's been interesting. Kind of a slugfest here at Al Papik Field. Mason the carry, and Doane swallows him up. Nothing doing there. Owen Kuntz in there along with Lucas Christensen. And again, those interior linemen for the Tigers really showing out early.
Now they're doing good. They're picking up the run game, kind of creating this brick wall where they're not giving any gaps or any lanes to run. They're doing a great job of kind of patching those holes.
So it brings up 3rd down and 10. Doane 2 of 7 on 3rd down. These Chargers 3 of 7. And neither team has attempted a 4th down yet today, and I don't think we'd see one here if it gets to that point. 3rd down and 10. Chargers need to get it to the 45. Saya flips it on a screen to Mason, who hurdles a defender, but he gets knocked down on the play. Tackle for Doane made by Jaheim Fuller, and that brings up 4th down.
That was a great play for the defense. Jaheim Fuller able to go ankle biting and get that tackle. That's really good. Stopped him short, and they're going to have another 4th down here for this Doane defense.
It seems like the Briar Cliff offense at least thought about going for it here. It looks like they now do bring the punting unit on the field as Mendoza will punt for the 5th time in this first half. Punters are getting a lot of work.
Yes, they are. They're going to get bronze legs after this game. But I think that was a great stop for Doane after the muffed kick return.
And we've got a whistle and a flag come in before the snap. I don't know if we had a false start here. It sure looked like something happened a little early. Brings up 4th and 6. Here's the call.
False start. Offense, number 23. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Yeah, that's Max Raskin Jr., who is playing on the left side of the line here for the Briar Cliff Special Teams unit. So it turns into 4th and 11, so maybe a little more field position here. John DeRiso back to return this punt. Just a few moments ago, muffed one that set up Briar Cliff 1st and 10 at the 35. This one drifts out of bounds. Mendoza staying away from DeRiso. And with 3:14 to play, Doane will take over on offense. So you don't have the ball to start the second half. Let's say, hypothetically, Doane gets down to about the 5 or 10 yard line. Is that go for it territory there on 4th down, or would you take the points?
See, that is tough. In this 3-8 situation, I think everyone would want to see him go for it. But I think, it's still early. It's still the first half. I think you take the points, but I would not be shocked if they do go for it.
Kellen Meyer 1 for 2 on field goals today. He's converted from 31. He missed from 37. Those on the first 2 drives of the ball game for Doane. James Miles gets the carry on 1st down, and Lopez there again to bring him down in the backfield. His 3rd tackle for loss of the day.
He's been all over the place, and he's making his presence felt in the backfield very early and often, and Miles had nowhere to run.
Wesley Brown also in there for the assist to get Miles to the ground. Loss of 2, 2nd and a dozen for Doane. Hartman under pressure, he gets it off, fires one deep, incomplete, over the head of John DeRiso in near double coverage, and it's quickly 3rd and 12.
Yeah, that was a double covered route, but it also looked like a pretty good throw just over the hands of DeRiso. Under pressure, not a bad throw, was double teamed, but it's going to bring up 3rd and about 12.
3rd and 12.
2:40 to go in this first half. Again, Briar Cliff has the ball to start the 3rd quarter. They won the opening coin toss and elected to defer. Doane did score on that opening drive with a field goal by Meyer. Doane just 2 for 7 on 3rd down. Early snap. Hartman wasn't ready for it. He hangs on, backs up, sets his feet, fires, and it bounces off the hands of DeRiso, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Hartman to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, and threw a dart to John DeRiso, just couldn't hold on.
4th and a dozen upcoming, 2.5 minutes to go. So time for Briar Cliff to drive down and score again.
Corey Kerrigan, the returner. Kellen Meyer, the punter.
Kerrigan back to return. Meyer gets the boot away, nearly blocked, but it's a good kick. Kerrigan takes it at the 20 and the fair catch at the 21-yard line. A lot of possessions for both teams in this first half, Chase. What do you credit this strong defense we're seeing to?
I think both defenses are doing a really good job of kind of keeping the passing game, other than that one play by Briar Cliff. I feel like Doane's done a great job of plugging the running game and making sure not to get beat over the top.
Yeah, this will be the 7th possession of the ball game for Briar Cliff coming up. Doane has had 7 already, so a lot of possessions and a lot of time off the clock for these two teams. Stick around for halftime, which is 2 minutes and 27 seconds from now. We will have our halftime highlights brought to you in part by Sartor Heyman Jewelers in Lincoln and Grand Island. 1st and 10, Chargers at the 22, 2:27 remaining. Saya in trouble. Schuler gets him again, his 2nd sack of the ball game, and Doane with a big play to start this defensive drive.
Schuler once again gets pressure. Looks like Hancock was about to get in there too, but Schuler's the one to bring him down. He's having a monster first half.
3 total tackles, 2.5 sacks for Keegan Schuler, the Doane linebacker, and it sets up 2nd and 16, and that brings us to the 2-minute timeout. We'll step aside. 2 minutes till halftime. Briar Cliff on top, 8-3. You're watching Doane football on News Channel Nebraska.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Out of the 2-minute timeout, 2nd down and 16 to go for the Chargers. Ball on their own 16-yard line as Briar Cliff leads it 8-3. He's Chase Wilkinson. I'm Jake Bartecki. We welcome you back to Doane football on NCN. Pass to the left side, and this one complete to Jaden Stowers, who gets past the original line to gain, or the original line of scrimmage, I should say, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a good play for a second down call. He's going to get to the outside and get out of bounds, too, to save time on the clock. That's going to bring up a more third and manageable.
Third down upcoming, 1:53 to go here. And it brings up about 3rd and 6, so a pickup of 10 there on second down on the completion to Stowers. Saya drops back. Looks left. Whiting has it bounce off his hands again. He had the long touchdown that he bobbled. He's bobbled the next few and hasn't been able to haul him in, and it's another 3 and out for the Briar Cliff offense.
Another good play by the Doane defense. That D-line got in there, definitely took a great shot on Saya, and able to make a play, but Aaron Reyes made a play on the ball, able to deflect it. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down and 6 upcoming here for Briar Cliff. Mendoza to punt again. Boots away. DeRiso, fair catch inside the 40 at the 38. 1:42 remaining. I think this is a drive where you try to drain out the clock if you're Jonathan Johnson, but points would be great.
Yeah, they're going to go probably into a 2-minute drill, try to get out of bounds, first downs out of bounds, you know, or incomplete. But I think this is where you really need to take the rest of the clock, try to move the ball methodically down the field, and try to get points before halftime.
Doane will start 1st and 10 at the 39. 3 wide receivers on the bottom of your screen. The one far out wide to the right is Darnell Riley. Hartman in trouble, and I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage as pocket collapsed and a loss on the play.
Yeah, looks like he was booting to his left, trying to find anyone open. Looks like everything was all covered, so he just had to, you know, take his wounds and try to just get as much as he can.
Timeout for defensive injury.
Got a defensive injury timeout, and I believe that was an injury for Briar Cliff to Milo Collier, the defensive lineman. He's to the sidelines, though. We're able to get back underway. 90 seconds to go here, first half. Loss of 1 on first down on the run by Hartman. Hartman today, 5 carries, and he's lost 2 yards. Second and 11 upcoming. Now they'll wind the play clock. Hartman, under pressure, in trouble, sacked.
For a huge loss on the play.
Carlos Lopez again.
Carlos Lopez made the tackle.
And it's a big loss on second down.
Yeah, just couldn't have that on the 2-minute, the 2-minute drill. They're trying to get down the field, and a sack is definitely not going to help their case.
Timeout called by Briar Cliff. They call their first of the half. They'll have 2 remaining, and Doane faces 3rd and long coming up. You're watching Doane football on NCN.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for our summer clearance sale and drive away in a new Ford F-150, Escape Expedition, Edge, or Explorer. With approved credit, receive 0% financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days. That's right, our 000 sale. Shop now while selection's best during our biggest sale of the year. The Ford summer clearance with 0%, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days at Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
And out of the timeout, Sam Hartman hits James Miles, and he is going to the house. How about that, Chase Wilkinson?
That was a great play call, screen out of the backfield. Great blocking from the linemen and the wide receivers down the field. He takes it the distance. What a play for Doane. Needed that before halftime.
First passing touchdown for Sam Hartman in his career. First receiving touchdown for James Miles. And Doane leads it 9-8, 1:05 on the clock here in the first half.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they actually go for 2 here.
Well, they now shift into PAT formation. I agree, though. 68-yard touchdown, by the way. 3 plays, 61 yards. But, yeah, I agree. This is only going to put them up 2. The kick by Meyer is good.
Meyer's kick is good.
A 68-yard screen pass touchdown. Sam Hartman to James Miles III, and Doane regains the lead. They lead at 10-8, 1:05 remaining first half.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. Clayball Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
At the racetrack or the rat race round town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
Kerrigan, the deep returner for Briar Cliff.
Well, that was what Doane needed, just what the doctor ordered. A 3-play, 61-yard scoring drive capped off by a 68-yard reception by James Miles III as Doane leads it 10-8. The kickoff through the end zone for a touchback, and 1:05 remaining in this first half. Briar Cliff will go back to work.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something now after that answer by Doane, which Doane much needed, got the offensive side kick started, got the score. Now Briar Cliff needs to do something here.
1:05 remaining in the first half. Briar Cliff, the only time they've been able to drive down the field and put up points was when we had a 68-yard reception hauled in by Stephen Whiting.
Yeah, I could definitely see him putting the ball through the air, kind of spread the field out, get a lot of receivers, and try to see what they can get in a minute.
First and 10 at the
Chargers
25.
football to start the third quarter. Shotgun set here. And a whistle and a flag.
Delay game.
Wow.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So a delay of game charge to the Chargers. And it brings
Now
up first and 15.
At the 20.
Saya in the shotgun. Mason to his right. Firing left. Finds his man. That complete to Flurme.
That was a
good of 4 inside a minute to go.
That was a good rally there by the defense, keeping him in bounds so that clock keeps running, or Briar Cliff's going to have to start using those timeouts.
Yeah, Briar Cliff's going to call one here. We'll keep it here, Chase. That touchdown for Doane, end of the first half. I mean, obviously you've got some time left on the clock. That's momentum that the offense really hasn't seen because Doane hasn't had many big plays.
No, that is huge momentum going into the half because now you got your offensive confidence. They're motivated. They got momentum. They think they can score every drive now. So that's really good to have before halftime. Puts them in the lead, and that's going to just be very positive for both sides, offensive and defensive.
Doane leading it 10-8. And Briar Cliff spending the second of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 1 remaining. They come out in the shotgun. Sam Hartman today for Doane after that touchdown pass, 7 of 14 for 120 yards. His counterpart, Brock Saya, 11 of 18, 127 yards and a touchdown. So pretty similar numbers. Doane with 160 total yards of offense to Briar Cliff's 123. 2nd and 11 here, inside a minute to go in the first half. Saya steps up, fires downfield, has a man, and it falls incomplete. He threw it a little to the side of his intended receiver, Jaden Stowers, and that brings up 3rd and 11.
Looks like he had a man down the middle. Tough catch, almost came down with it, but couldn't hold on. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ball on the 24-yard line. 3rd down's been a struggle for both teams, both Briar Cliff and Doane. 3 of 9 on 3rd down, and one of Doane's 3rd downs went for a touchdown, and that was the 68-yarder for James Miles. Shotgun set here. Pressure comes. Firing over the middle. Flurme makes the reception. We've got a flag way behind the play, behind the line of scrimmage.
This allows the Briar Cliff receiver for getting a 1st down. It's going to be 4th down. Jaden Avery Stowers, the receiver.
Got an injury on the field as well. Looks like it might just be a cramp. Hopefully that's the case. We do have a flag as well. We'll get the call here. Maybe we will. Officials having a conversation about it on the opposite side of the field. I didn't see really what happened back there. Did you, Jason?
It looked like an offensive lineman and one of the defensive linemen for Doane were way in the back.
Hands to the face, defense, number 53, 15-yard penalty.
That's DeMarcus Cannon, the defensive lineman for Doane, and that'll give Briar Cliff some free yardage.
Yeah, and as a defense, that's a killer because you can't give up free yards. And that's just going to allow Briar Cliff to still have a chance to get points before the half.
First down and 10 to go from the 39. Snap back to Saya. Pressure comes. Schuler gets him again. This might go down as the Keegan Schuler game. He gets his 3rd sack of the afternoon, and that is sack number 5 for the Tigers defense.
Yeah, he is finding his way into that backfield, keeps at it, he's persistent, gets blocked once, finds another way around it, and that's going to be a huge sack for Doane.
So that brings up 2nd down and long at the 29-yard line, and a timeout called here by, I believe, it is Briar Cliff who calls timeout. So they take their final timeout, facing now 2nd and 20. We'll take one with them late stages here of the first half. You're watching Doane football on NCN.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Second down and 20 to go from the 29. Snap back to Saya. He fires over the middle. Incomplete. Briar Cliff wants a pass interference, but it's not going to be called. Tanner Simdorn all over the intended target over the middle as was in the direction of Kyle St. Pierre, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like Saya had a long time to throw. He's moving up and down in the pocket, and then eventually tries to throw it, but Tanner Simdorn, actually my roommate from freshman year, makes a great play. Yeah.
There you go. Know him well then. 11 seconds to play here. You might see one more offensive play after this one on 3rd and 20. We shall see. Here's the snap back. Saya just going to take a knee there as he bobbled the snap, and that should bring us to halftime, and it looks like it will. 10-8 in favor of Doane as we've reached the end of the first 30 minutes. Chase, quick thoughts.
No, I think that last score by Doane really kind of changed the momentum of the game. They were looking for anything on offense, and they were trying a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of struggles, but getting that late score gives a lot of momentum and confidence for both sides of their ball.
Our upcoming halftime show proudly presented by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney. 30 minutes down, 30 to go. Your score, Doane 10, Briar Cliff 8. You're watching Doane football on NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
We welcome you back to Al Papik Field, where Doane leads 10-8 at the half. Doane with 159 total yards of offense to Briar Cliff's 109. Welcome into the Visit Kearney halftime show. He's Chase Wilkinson. I'm Jake Bartecki. Chase, your overall thoughts. We'll start with the Doane offense in the first half.
Well, I think they were, kind of cool to start out. They were moving slow. I mean, they got the early field goal. But other than that, it was a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of penalties that kind of killed the drive. But at the end, right before the halftime, they got a really good screenplay that went 68 yards to Miles. And that really put them over the hump, I feel like, for the offensive struggle.
Yeah, that 68-yard play, the longest touchdown pass for Doane since 2019. Wow. Now we'll flip to the defensive side as well. 3.5 sacks. That's the most for Doane since 2021. The defense has really impressed me. They've had one lapse play where they were a bobble away from not having that happen and pitching a shutout in the first half to Briar Cliff.
Right. Like he said, that other play to Whiting for the 60-something yard touchdown, they were doing a very good job of locking up the wide receivers, filling running holes, and getting pressure on the quarterback. Like you said, the sacks, they're doing their drives really good justice, and they're stopping their plays, stopping their drives, and I think they're doing a great job of covering the ball.
All right, let's take a look at some of our first half highlights. Our first half highlights brought to you in part by Sartor Heyman Jewelers in Lincoln and Grand Island. Again, Doane on top 10-8 here in the first half. This is the first drive of the game. Kellen Meyer, a 31-yard field goal. Doane gets on the board for the second time and has many games on their opening possession. This is the second drive for Doane. Beautifully placed ball here by Hartman to Gutierrez. Back here to Briar Cliff. Brock Saya throws one over the middle. That pass complete to Flumer. Here's Saya who steps up in the pocket, and we talked about this guy a lot. Keegan Schuler brings him down.
Yeah, great pressure. He's been all over him all this first half. Hopefully he can continue that in the second half.
Pass over the middle here. This is the big one, Chase, the pass to Whiting. That's the difference in the game right now, even though Doane has the lead.
Yep, that was their one mishap that Doane's defense really had. They'd blown coverage, he was wide open, and then the missed tackle.
And then he did it again on the two-point conversion, little pitch and catch.
Again, wide open. Looks like miscommunication by the defense.
And here it is, the longest touchdown pass for Doane since 2019. Sam Hartman on 3rd and long to James Miles. 68 yards on the screen pass with 1 minute to go in the first half. And Doane with a little momentum blow there.
That was a great momentum play, like you said.
And there it is. There's the PAT by Kellen Meyer to make it a 10-8 Doane lead. We've got about 15 minutes, so we're back underway here in Crete. Doane on top by 2. That was a look at our first half highlights brought to you in part by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. The Kearney halftime show continues next.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for our summer clearance sale and drive away in a new Ford F-150, Escape Expedition, Edge, or Explorer. With approved credit, receive 0% financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days. That's right, our 000 sale. Shop now while selection's best during our biggest sale of the year. The Ford summer clearance with 0%, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days at Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. Clayball Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
At the racetrack or the rat race round town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
The halftime show is proudly presented by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
Welcome back to Al Papik Field as the Visit Kearney halftime show continues. Doane on top of Briar Cliff 10-8 in the first half. Of course, the 68-yard screen pass. James Miles, 68 yards to the house, the longest touchdown play for Doane since 2019. We'll get a look at some stats from the first half here. We'll start for Briar Cliff. Brock Saya through the air, 11 of 20 for 127 yards and a touchdown. Briar Cliff has run the ball 14 times for a loss of 18 yards, and some of that coming from Brock Saya being credited for 7 carries and 31 yards because the Doane defense, 3.5 sacks in that first half by one player, and that is Keegan Schuler. 5 sacks for the Doane defense. They have been all over the offensive line for Briar Cliff. The leading receiver in the ball game right now for Briar Cliff is Stephen Whiting, who caught one pass for 68 yards. Guess who also has one reception for 68 yards? That's James Miles, who scored that long touchdown for Doane towards the end of the first half. Other stats for Doane: Sam Hartman right now 50% through the air, 7 of 14 for 120 yards and a touchdown. James Miles, 9 carries, 28 yards. Rian Green, a nice couple of carries for him. He's averaging 9.5 yards per attempt, 2 carries for 19 yards. Darnell Riley leads Doane in receptions with 3 catches for 21 yards. James Miles, 1 reception for 68 yards and a touchdown. Doane leads in total offense with 159 to Briar Cliff's 109. Doane with 39 rushing yards. Again, Briar Cliff credited with negative 18 rushing yards net because of a lot of those sacks and lost plays. Both teams keeping the penalty numbers down for the most part. 3 for 20 for Briar Cliff, 4 for 30 for Doane. We'll step aside on the Visit Kearney halftime show. We'll give you some keys to the second half right after this. You're listening and watching Doane football on NCN.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for our summer clearance sale and drive away in a new Ford F-150, Escape Expedition, Edge, or Explorer. With approved credit, receive 0% financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days. That's right, our 000 sale. Shop now while selection's best during our biggest sale of the year. The Ford summer clearance with 0%, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days at Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
My brother RJ had me believe that he knew exactly what he was taking, but I don't think that during those times he was ever necessarily sober. We lost RJ at 32 to a prescription opioid overdose.
Kearney Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Just finished an epic game? Keep the excitement going with a stop at Good To Go convenience store on your way home. Refuel with a fresh coffee, grab a tasty sandwich, and fill up your tank to be ready for the next adventure. Whether you're celebrating a win or discussing the highlights, Good To Go has all your post-game refreshments covered. Make it a part of your game day routine.
Good To Go post-game snacks.
We welcome you back to Al Papik Field. Jake Bartecki and Chase Wilkinson. Chase, before we get to our Kearney Sportsplex conversation, I want to talk to you about one interesting stat here. 14 carries, loss of 18 yards for Briar Cliff in this first half.
Yeah, the running game's not there right now, and I don't think they've been primarily on running. I think they're trying to more air raid, kind of spread the field out and try to pass as much as they can. I think it's something that their coaching staff will definitely look at for the second half. Try to put the ball on the ground more and try to see if they can get more, rushing yards and maybe even a rushing score.
Yeah, and 5 sacks also for 31 yards for that Doane defense.
Yeah, the Briar Cliff O-line is definitely having some trouble right now. That D-line is getting in there and getting in there fast. Pressuring the quarterback and getting him down, they definitely need to make some adjustments for the second half.
Yeah, 3.5 sacks for Keegan Schuler, the most by a Doane Tiger in a single game since 2021. We want to talk now about our in-game endorsement, and that is the Kearney Sportsplex. The Kearney Sportsplex is owned by the city of Kearney and plans to open in the spring of 2025, and it will feature a 59,000 square foot hardwood gymnasium, over 3,000 spectator bleachers, 8 regulation high school basketball courts, or also can be used up to a dozen volleyball courts or 20 plus wrestling mats. They also have a turf field, pickleball, and track. They've got a lot of good things going there. I know you're from Nebraska yourself. Having a place like that in Kearney, that's got to be a cool deal.
Oh, that's awesome. And I remember it's right kind of by the interstate. I remember seeing building on it, and I mean, it is a massive building. I think it's going to be great for all the kids to play their sports in there. I think it's going to be a really good positive thing for Kearney and this state.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So that is the Kearney Sportsplex. You see it there on your screen, and it does look like a huge building. And that coming in, it'll be here before we know it, spring of 2025. All right, we'll step aside. When we come back, we will get a look at our keys to the second half as Doane leads at 10-8. Briar Cliff will have the football to start the third.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Lay the foundation for increased harvesting capacity and a successful harvest by ordering a new John Deere combine during Landmark Implement's early order program. Upgrade to the latest model and maximize yield potential with advanced harvest technology. Customize your combine and secure the best discounts and financing options of the year. Contact your local Landmark Implement today to order your new John Deere combine and experience the Landmark difference.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Hey, sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pregame essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
The Doane Tigers making their way back out onto the field. Doane leads it 10-8 in what's been a closely contested first half. The only kind of difference is Doane's defense has dominated. They've gotten to the quarterback. Chase Wilkinson, what say you about some keys to the second half for the Tigers?
I think they're doing a great job on defense, getting pressure. Other than that one mishap, I think they've been covering really well. I think what you do is you keep the pressure up, maybe add 1 or 2 more rushers. To really get that quarterback under pressure is going to be in their favor by a lot. And also just staying in the passing game, hands up, hands through, and just staying on the receivers is going to be huge for them.
All right, 15 minutes back on the clock as we start the third quarter. And again, it was Briar Cliff to win the opening coin toss, and they elected to defer to the second half. So Doane received to start the ball game. They did score. Briar Cliff will look to do the same here right now. Our presenting sponsor for Doane football on NCN include Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertycu.com. And Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is there to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Doane will kick off here. Kellen Myers had a lot of work today. If it's been punting, field goal, kickoffs, he's been doing it all. He also has a field goal on the day as Briar Cliff gets ready for already their 10th possession of the ball game as they send 2 back to return the kickoff. Carnegie is deep here for the Chargers. Kellen Meyer about to tee it up at the 40-yard line. Also, one thing to note, and we will see him on the field to start this second half right now, Keegan Schuler is at 3.5 sacks, Chase. The sack record for the Doane Tigers is 4, set by Greg Mock all the way back 30 years ago in the 1994 playoffs. We could see a record set here at Al Papik Field for the second straight week, and this time it'll be by the right team.
Yeah, no, that's a crazy stat line, and hopefully he gets it. I believe he could get it the second half.
Yeah, that record last week we saw 387 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns, both single-game records for wide receiver Gerald Monroe for the Yellow Jackets of Graceland. And Kerrigan on the return doesn't get past the 15, swallowed up by the Tigers inside his own red zone, and deep starting field position here for Briar Cliff.
Yeah, very good kickoff coverage, not allowing him to get space. Hole definitely closed up quickly. They're going to start on their own 15 or 16-yard line.
They'll start 1st and 10, as Chase said, at the 15. 109 total yards of offense for Briar Cliff in the first 30 minutes to Doane's 159. As we get ready to go here for the second half. Sophomore quarterback Brock Sile, 11 of 20 for 127 yards in the first half. He'll start in the shotgun with Matthew Mason. Mason a first down run here. And he gets near the first down marker. He might have it, and I think he does. A 10-yard pickup on first.
Yeah, that's a good run, and that's what Briar Cliff really needs to get the running game established. They need to get the ball on the ground early and often, need to do more stuff like that, because then that frees up their passing game that they want to primarily do.
So that brings up first down and 10 to go at the 25. Shotgun set here for Briar Cliff. After the 10-yard pickup by Mason, that's his longest run of the ball game to this point. And they'll go to the ground again, will Briar Cliff, and Mason gets to about the 30 and picks up another 5 or 6. So maybe now we're going to see Briar Cliff try to run the ball a bit more.
Definitely, I believe so. I think they've been passing too much in the first half, and a lot of mishaps, a lot of penalties, drop passes, tip balls. I think they're going to be more conservative, keep it on the ground, and see what they can do with the running game.
Yeah, Mason with 5 carries in the first half. He's now up to 7 for 31 yards here as Briar Cliff works their first drive of the third quarter. Another carry for Mason. This time he's hit hard, and he's thrown to the ground. Aggressive tackle by Lane Urkoski for Doane. Check that was Cooper Hancock in there for Doane. Both wear number 20. And it goes down as a gain of about 2, and it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was a great play there. The past 2 rushes have been really positive for Briar Cliff. Able to stop them there. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Briar Cliff today, 4 of 11 on 3rd down. We had a whistle. It's either going to be offsides or false start. I think it's going to go against Doane here. There was movement on the right side of the line. I think it's Elijah Austin.
Offside. Deep. Zone making a contact. Result of play, first down.
Yeah, they got Caden Miller jumping offsides.
So Doane with a costly penalty there that gives Briar Cliff the first down.
First and 10.
Yeah, and as at Doane, they hate those. Those are killer momentum right there. You had them on 3rd down, and then you give up a penalty.
Yeah, you saw Jonathan Johnson less than pleased there. First down and 10. For Briar Cliff at the 38. They'll throw for the first time in the second half, and another overthrow here. This one incomplete to Jaden Stowers.
Yeah, they're going to try to do another screen play to that far side, but again, they just can't hook up. Right off the hands, right out of reach.
So the pass falls incomplete. Again, the numbers on Saya in the first half, 11 of 20 for 127 yards, and he's incomplete on his first attempt here in the third quarter. 10-8 in favor of Doane. 12:56 remaining in this one. Left side handoff, Mason. Another nice run, averaging now 9 yards per carry in this second half, and he's over 40 yards in the ball game.
Yeah, Briar Cliff is definitely getting in a flow on the running game. Their gaps are getting better. The blocking is there for the line, and it's doing them justice.
3rd down and 2 at the 46.
3rd and 2 upcoming here. 10-8 in favor of Doane. 12:25 remaining, third quarter. Briar Cliff was handed a free first down conversion on 3rd down after a penalty just a couple plays ago. They faced their first 3rd down of the second half here, and Mason bounces off a tackle and kicks it back outside for an 8-yard gain and a first down, and we've got an injured Bronco on the field.
But not before a first down run by Mason.
And it looks like it's an offensive lineman for Briar Cliff, Gordon Sepala, and we'll step aside as he gets tended to. 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. Doane still in front, 10-8.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil, your first and last stop to and from the game. By USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer. NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By Central Nebraska Orthopedics, dedicated to the motion of life. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Shotgun set here, 1st and 10 for Doane. Out of the injury, Sapala made it to the sidelines under his own power. They'll go with St. Pierre here, the wide receiver out of the running back spot, and he gets a couple yards. Jared Boggs brings it down.
Yeah, as you can see, they're not going to be doing a lot of passing this drive. They're going to try to slowly, methodically drive down the field, keep the ball on the ground, and so far it's working for them.
Reyes on the tackle. Second down and 8 at the 46.
Second down coming up here, and movement up front. I think Doane might have jumped.
I think the whole line just jumped right there.
And the finger point begins between the offensive and the defensive line.
Offside. Defense, number 97. In the neutral zone, making contact. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, another neutral zone infraction, the second of this drive for the Doane defense.
Second down and 3 at the 41.
Out of the shotgun. Saya gets the snap, and it'll go to St. Pierre. And Pierre should have enough for the first down.
Carrying the ball for a first down, ball carrier number 19, Eamon Pittman.
So a pickup of about 4, and that moves the chains.
Yeah, the Doane defense is going to have to do something right here. They're obviously going to be more run defense. They're going to be probably in more blitzing, doing more stunts. They need to find a way to get off the field here.
Yeah, this is taking a lot of time off the clock as well.
It is.
Shotgun set, Pittman in the backfield, moves now to the wideout spot, and it's Mason. Quarterback's right, flip in the flat, pass is caught, Whiting. Went out of bounds near the marker, and that should bring up 2nd and short.
Gain of about 8.
That's another good play there. Off at the play action, it's going to open up your passing game, and he does hit Whiting over the middle of the field, and he's able to make a play.
5 minutes gone by here in the third quarter for Whiting, a reception there. It's his second catch, and he had the one catch for 68 yards.
At the 29.
On 4 targets in the first half. Now up to 76 receiving yards on the afternoon. Hand off to Mason. Mason's close to the line to gain. I don't know if he got it. It's going to be awfully close.
Songster and Boggs on the tackle.
We shall see, and he did. Down. That was close. I'm surprised they didn't measure there.
That was really close. At first, I thought it was going to be a 3rd and short right there, but I guess he got enough.
Coming up on 9 minutes gone by. This is a 6-minute drive and counting for Briar Cliff right out of the gates in the second half.
And they love this. They love when the game's slowed down and they're running, they're moving up the field. They're loving it.
Saya hands off left side, and Mason gets swallowed up this time. Tackle credited there to Kuntz, and no gain.
It was a great play by Kuntz. I guess the D-line's getting tired of getting around all over. That was a great play there. Stuffed him early.
Briar Cliff now averaging 3.2 yards per carry, and they've got positive yards now on attempts. 22 carries for 23 yards. Again, Brock Saya had lost 31 yards because of 5 sacks by Doane's defense in the first half. Two wide receivers, one out wide to the right, one to the left as Saya stands in the gun. Mason with his 10th carry of this drive.
Mason on the carry to the 25.
And he picks up about 2.
Those last 2 plays, Doane has been better on the running defense. Stuffing them quick, it's going to bring a 3rd and 9. So obviously you can't really run here if you're Briar Cliff. You're going to have to put it in the air right here.
And this becoming the 13th play of this long drive for the Chargers to start the second half. 3 wide receivers to the right. In the middle of your screen there off the line, that's the Big Ten tight end Whiting. Keep an eye on him. Saya throws over the middle. Cardigan makes the catch, and he's close to the first down marker. I got to think it might be 4-down territory.
Number 4.
They don't have to worry about it because he got enough for the first.
Yeah, he got it right in the middle, wide open. Got a missed tackle opportunity by Boggs, and it looked like it was going to be right at the sticks, but it looks like he got enough.
Our third quarter today brought to you in part by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of your pain, not just the symptoms. Visit Husker Rehab in Beatrice, Fairbury, Lincoln, and Nebraska City. Snap back here to Saya, who's chased out of the pocket. Now he's going to run. He'll tuck it and run out of bounds. Tried to stretch it forward, but he was short of the marker, and it's a pickup of about 6 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was a good play by Saya there. Seeing nothing open downfield, tucks it, goes upfield to run, gets what he can. Looks like he's got about 6-7 yards. That was a good play by him.
So it brings up 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard pickup. Saya with his 7th carry of the ball game there. Remember, Briar Cliff started this inside their own 20 at the 15. Snap to Saya, they'll go to Mason. Mason up the middle, he's got the angle, and he's run out of bounds at about the 2, maybe the 1.5 yard line. And Doane gives up a long run.
Yeah, no, that was a great run. It looked like he's at the half-yard line. It's going to be tough to stop him. They're at the doorstep. See if Doane can hold him.
Ooh, that was a aggressive tackle there by Jaheim Fuller. I think Briar Cliff wanted a horse collar. It was a tackle around the neck of Mason. Didn't get the call. So it is at the 1 yard line where the football's spotted on 1st and goal. And we're already approaching 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Pistol set. Mason now shifts back to the shotgun. The handoff to Mason. He charges forward. Is he in?
Carrying the ball is number 2, Mason.
He's going to have to check here. I think he's short, says the line judge. And it brings up 2nd and goal at about the half-yard line.
At the half-yard line.
Great push by the D-line there. See if they can do it again.
Mason gets stood up again by the Doane defense. The tackle there by Cooper Hancock, the Wahoo native.
Another good play by the defense. They're trying to make a stand right here. Doing a good job of getting through the gap and meeting them early.
And we've got an injured Tiger down on the field, and this has all the signs of a cramp. We'll keep it right here. This drive for Doane, if they can keep Briar Cliff off the scoreboard, you've been grinded down all the way to the goal line. If you can get a stand here, what does that do for this defense's confidence?
Yeah, the defense is a bend, don't break mentality. And if they hold Briar Cliff here at the goal line, don't give up any points, that is going to be a huge motivation thing for them.
Today's game is brought to you in part by City Bank and Trust in Crete, member FDIC. So this drive summary right now, 17 plays, 83 yards, and Doane has right now stood up 2 really good run plays right up the gut down at the goal line. 3rd and goal at the 2 coming up as we've got just over 5 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if Briar Cliff's going to go to the air here on 3rd and goal, or are they going to try to stick to the running game one more time?
We'll see what they do. They're in the shotgun. Mason to Saya's left. 2 wide receivers right, and the tight end Whiting out left. They do go to the air. The fire to the end zone. Whiting catches his 2nd of the game, and Briar Cliff goes back in front.
Yeah, that's just Whiting there, using his frame to his advantage, 6'6", 225. That is a hard man to guard in the end zone, and he just goes over top and makes the catch.
He's got 3 catches on the day, 2 of them for touchdowns, and on to attempt the PAT for Briar Cliff, is Christian Mendoza. The PAT on its way. It is good. And Briar Cliff with another touchdown pass to Stephen Whiting makes it 15-10. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A long drive, 10 minutes, 18 plays, 85 yards. But Briar Cliff starts the second half with a score. We'll step aside.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Stephen Whiting with his second touchdown reception of the game, and Doane leads at 15-10. And now trouble on the kickoff. Joaquin Gutierrez just have to fall on it inside his own 10. That touchdown by Whiting completed an 18-play, 85-yard drive that took 10 minutes off the clock. Jacob Schroeder's PAT up and good. Here's another look at the kickoff.
Yeah, it looks like miscommunication between the returners. Goes behind him, eventually has to fall on it, and it sets up their offense kind of backed up.
Brings up first down and 10 for Doane's offense, who, believe it or not, on the field for just the first time in this second half. That long drive by Briar Cliff, the only possession for either side here in the third quarter, as Hartman will line up in the shotgun. James Miles to his right hip, who scored the longest touchdown since 2019 for Doane, and a first down strike over the middle here for Hartman, complete for about 15 yards to Carson Reimers.
That was a good throw by Hartman. Catch by finally got him involved and found him open. That was a good play.
That's the third longest pass play of the day for Doane, and they'll go to the air again here. This one nearly intercepted, thrown in the direction of Darnell Riley, and it's broken up on the play. Good coverage by the cornerback, Braden Pomier-Williams.
Yeah, that Charger defense picked that pass up really quick, broke on it really well, and almost had an interception.
So that brings up second down and 10 to go. 4:35 remaining here in the third. If you're just joining us, an 18-play drive that took 10 minutes off the clock, gave Briar Cliff the lead back as Stephen Whiting hauled in a 2-yard reception for his second touchdown of the game. They'll go jet sweep here for Darnell Riley out of the backfield, and Riley gets nothing. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage if he's lucky.
Yeah, tried to stretch it outside, but Charger defense stayed disciplined and stretched him all the way to the sideline. Only a minimal gain right there.
That brings up second down and 9. So, no, he didn't get anything. They mark him back, so no gain on the play. I thought that was going for a loss, so I think no gain play, you never want to say it's a good thing, but it's better than what it could have been.
Right, it always could be worse, definitely. Take your no gain, and it could be way worse.
Third and just under 10 yards to go here for the Tigers. Hartman will throw for the second time on this drive. He's airing it out, going deep, looking for Riley, who hauls it in, down inside the 30. Darnell Riley, the longest reception for him this season, and it gives Doane a big third down conversion.
That is a great catch, great adjustment by Riley. Had to turn around, kind of get off of the defender and make a great catch. What a play for Doane.
Yeah, that was Jason Freeman, the defensive back in coverage, and it looks like he got turned around on the pop fly. First down and 10 to go, Doane at the 29. It's a 45-yard completion, and they go to Rian Green here, and he is swallowed up. Carlos Lopez again.
Yeah, he didn't have much any room when he got the ball. There was no room, and Briar Cliff was already in his face.
Loss of about 4 yards on first down brings up 2nd and 14, and that keeps the clock moving here in what's been a quick third quarter. That big completion, the second longest of the day, Hartman to Darnell Riley, the only one longer, the 68-yard screenplay for a touchdown for this man, James Miles, who rushes forward and gets about 2 yards.
Yeah, not much room again. You know, the running game is not good on this drive, but looks like it's going to be 3rd and long, and they're going to have to definitely put it through the air here.
On the tackle.
Don't face 3rd and 10 when Hartman found Riley for that 45-yard bomb down the middle. But Doane has struggled on 3rd down today. They're 4 of 10, again going 2 for 10 last week against Graceland. They'll open it up. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. No tight end. Miles in the backfield with the quarterback Hartman. The Doane freshman drops back, feels the heat, and he goes down. Ball comes out. I think the Tigers jumped on it, but a dangerous moment there. I think the recovery for Blake Bieber, the offensive lineman, but a sack and a loss on the play, and it brings up 4th and Beatrice.
Yes, that's a 4th and an acre, they would call it. Yeah, just got under pressure early, and then one of the Briar Cliff D-line got on it, stripped the ball. Luckily, Bieber fell on it, and it's going to bring up 4th and long, and they're going to probably try to punt it really deep, try to set Briar Cliff back by their end zone.
4th and 19 coming up, and Carrigan back to return here for the Chargers. Kellen Meyer stands around the 47 of his own side of the field. The snap skipped to Meyer. Cardigan's able to hang on to it at the 10, and that is where the Chargers will start 1st and 10. 1:20 to go here in the 3rd. Doane with a good drive. I don't think that was a necessarily bad drive by Doane, but didn't help out the defense much after they really, I thought, played well on that opening possession despite giving up a touchdown.
Yeah, no, that was a long, methodical drive. They made Briar Cliff earn it. I mean, it was a long drive. Took 10 minutes off the clock. And I wouldn't say that Doane's offensive drive there was bad either. I mean, they moved it down the field. They started at their own 10, got to about the 30, 35, but just couldn't capitalize. But as the defense right now, you got to make a stand right here.
Let's see what the fatigue and the energy is like for this Tigers defense after suffering an 18-play scoring drive the last time they were out, and a strike over the middle, pass complete, hauled into Kamani Flurme, and a flag comes in. Was that a helmet-to-helmet hit?
Hey, they're looking like it is. I couldn't see if it was.
Flurme will have to come out and sit a play for losing his helmet there. Here's the call. It was a big hit, no doubt, and it was a gain of about 16 on 1st down. Three officials in the middle of the field having a conversation here, and I think both teams might huddle up as well. I don't know how they would go about targeting an NAIA.
Yeah, I don't know either. It might have looked like he led with his shoulder, but I couldn't see it from this angle.
Well, there you see the head linesman having a conversation with Jonathan Johnson. Here's the call.
Number 22, to play for review.
Well, it's charged to Andrew Brown, the defensive back, and here we see it on our BCH instant replay. Yeah, he's going down.
Might have been on by the side of his helmet. That could have been counted for as targeting. I think that's what they're trying to look at.
I don't know how they do review. I don't see a video replay, so I guess it's all kind of conversation. They can look at the video board, I suppose.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil, your first and last stop to and from the game. By USafe Pharmacy, dedicated to the well-being of all our customers. And by Zollner Ford Lincoln, proud to be your local Ford and Lincoln dealer.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
New home on the horizon? Loan it to own it. Need a new car to keep you moving? Loan it to own it. Looking for a new adventure? Loan it to own it with Liberty First Credit Union. Liberty First Credit Union is there for every step of your journey. Anyone can join to receive low payments and fixed rates to help get you through every new milestone. When you're ready to own it, loan it through Liberty First Credit Union.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for our summer clearance sale and drive away in a new Ford F-150, Escape Expedition, Edge, or Explorer. With approved credit, receive 0% financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days. That's right, our 000 sale. Shop now while selection's best during our biggest sale of the year. The Ford summer clearance with 0%, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days at Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we are more than just TVs and appliances. Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
At the racetrack or the rat race around town, fuel matters. Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. You live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice for our summer clearance sale and drive away in a new Ford F-150, Escape Expedition, Edge, or Explorer. With approved credit, receive 0% financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days. That's right, our 000 sale. Shop now while selection's best during our biggest sale of the year. The Ford summer clearance with 0%, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days at Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Well, we do apologize for the technical difficulties on NCN, but you didn't miss anything. But Andrew Brown is ejected. It was indeed targeting as we thought it would be, and the fourth quarter is underway as Saya drops back to throw. He nearly gets hit by Schuler. He does get hit, but he gets it off, and it goes nowhere. Doane's defense right there.
That's a good rally by Doane's defense, giving up that pass, but not giving up extra yards after that. Good rally and good tackle.
No gain on the play, 4th down.
So no gain, and it brings up 4th and 9 for Doane, or excuse me, for Briar Cliff. Doane will get the football back here to start the fourth quarter.
Christian Mendoza in confirmation. The returner.
Mendoza to punt.
John DeRiso, number 11.
DeRiso back to receive. He's muffed a punt once already today. This one is away. And DeRiso fair catches it at the 24.
Takes a fair catch at the 25.
Well, fourth quarter coming up here, Chase, and this is obviously a big spot for Doane. Jonathan Johnson can get his first win. Doane can really put last week behind them and get a win here to start off conference play. What do they need to do to get it done?
Well, I think they shouldn't be rushed. I think they got plenty of time. They got 14 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I want to see them get a couple first downs, move the chains. Don't feel rushed, and they definitely need points here, though.
They'll start in the pistol. James Miles in the backfield. And he'll take the handoff on first down. Doesn't get much.
For 2.
The fourth quarter on News Channel Nebraska is brought to you in part by none other than Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Nebraska's capital city has to offer. Discover more at lincoln.org. Gain of 2, picked up, 2nd down and 8 to go. Snap back here. And going down is Hartman. He's driven backwards, tracking him down in the backfield. Joseph Cazares for a loss on the play.
Yeah, Hartman had nowhere to go right there. Pressure was too fast, too furious, and that's a big killer right there. Now it's going to be 3rd and very long. They have to dial up something here.
3rd down and 19 at the 16-yard line. Doane 4 of 11 on 3rd down. They doubled their mark from last week. Still haven't been great. Last season, just 28% on third down. They're going deep. Darnell Riley downfield, and it bounces off his hands and incomplete. Coverage by Cale Forsyth, the redshirt sophomore defensive back with the pass breakup.
That looked like a great throw by Hartman. Riley almost came down with it, but looks like the defender got in there last second and broke it up.
Close to really being a great play.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better throw. That was right on the money.
So the pass falls incomplete, and Doane will kick it away. Meyer nearly has it blocked, and this one is lucky if it crosses the 50. It does. And gets down at the 44, and that's where the fair catch is made by Briar Cliff. Jaden Stowers on the return, and Briar Cliff will start first and 10 at their own 44. So an empty possession for the Doane offense. Now the defense comes back out and needing to make a stop.
Yep, definitely need to make a stop here. Can't afford Briar Cliff to get more points on this drive. They got to make a stand, and I know they're starting at midfield, so they got to do it and do it quick.
First and 10 upcoming here. All spotted on the 44. Got to think this is where Briar Cliff's going to start to run the ball. That's how they put together that 18-play scoring drive to start the third and really burn that clock. I think we could see that here.
Definitely. They're going to try to repeat what they did last time. Slow, methodical drive. Take the time off the clock.
Shotgun set. One man in motion from left to right. That's Stour, who's the left slot to the right slot.
Mason on the carry.
Off up the middle, Matthew Mason, gain of about 2.
Owen Kuntz leading the play for Doane. It's a gain of 3.
And if you're Doane right here, you know that they're going to try to put the ball on the ground, unless it's third and long. They need to find a way to keep plugging these running holes and definitely get a stop and try to get another punt.
Brings up second down and 7. Out of the shotgun. Saya using all the time on the play clock, snapped it at 0, and Mason's blown up and taken backwards.
It's a great push by the D-line, getting in there quick. I believe that was number 97. That would be Briggs Songster. Definitely came in right away and made a play.
(15-10) the score. Third down and 9 upcoming for Briar Cliff.
And I also would expect passing play to be here. I'm sure they're going to put it through the air.
Saya today 16 of 26, 2 touchdowns, both to Whiting. The big tight end, he's thrown for 164 yards. Snap back, it is a pass. Saya gets rid of it. Oh, he threw it right into the breadbasket of the Doane defensive line, and it falls incomplete. Briggs Songster had it in his lap and couldn't hang out. I don't think he expected it to be right there, right in front of him.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting that gift to be right there. I mean, yes, he dropped it, but that was also great pressure by the defensive line, getting off the field and getting the ball back for their offense.
Mendoza will punt it away again. DeRiso back to return. Nearly blocked, but it's a really good kick, and DeRiso loses it, hops back on top. That is his second muff of the afternoon.
Yeah, lucky to fall back on it at least. Still give your offense a chance. I know you're back down at the 10-yard line again, but at least you have the ball.
Jonathan Johnson with a word for his wide receiver and return man before he heads onto the field for the offensive series.
First and 10 at the 11.
Doane takes over first and 10 on the 11. They lost about 7 yards on that muff by DeRiso, who lines up on the far side of the field. Snap back to Hartman. They start with James Miles, who kicks it out left and is brought down inbounds behind the 10-yard line.
Yeah, tried to stretch it outside, but it looks like they just couldn't get hold of that last tackler. Eventually got him down. looks like a loss of 1 or just back to the line of scrimmage.
Freeman on the tackle.
Lost a yard indeed, Chase. There you see a good tackle here.
Yeah, very good. That was definitely tripped him up, got his ankle. That's a great tackle behind the line.
Jason Freeman, the defensive back, out of the cornerback spot. Hartman to throw. In his own end zone, gets rid of it, and bounces it to Darnell Riley, incomplete.
Yeah, lucky to get it out and then complete it. Looks like he might have had Darnell Riley, but not to be.
2nd and a dozen upcoming here.
Third and
a dozen upcoming. And again, Doane has struggled on 3rd down, 4 for 12. The Tigers break huddle, and they'll empty the backfield. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the bottom of your screen, 1 on that top side. The lone one outside is DeRiso. Pitched in the flat. Pass is complete, but this is going nowhere. Hartman's able to find, looks like it was Zach Perez in the flats, but Briar Cliff gets the stop.
Yeah, the Briar Cliff defense wasn't fooled by that screenplay. They looked like they picked up on it pretty quick and made a solid tackle.
Perez taken down on the play. Tackle made by Tulsa Janish. 4th and 14 coming up. Meyer will have 1 foot right in the back of the end zone here when he lets this thing fly, and here comes the pressure, and he gets it away. Takes a Doane roll to midfield and to the opposite side, and it's down at the 49.
The ball is down near the 49-yard line. Briar Cliff has it 1st and 10.
So Briar Cliff takes over near midfield, 1st and 10, 9:38 to go. Would a touchdown put it away here, Chase?
I mean, there's still about 10 minutes left on the game, but it would definitely put him in the driver's seat for the game. I wouldn't say it's definitely over, but if Briar Cliff gets 6 here, Doane is in trouble.
We'll see if the Doane defense can make another stop. They gave up 1 long touchdown pass and then broke down on an 18-play drive. Those are the only 2 scores on the afternoon for Briar Cliff. Handoff right side, and Matthew Mason gets past the 45 and into Doane territory. Today's game brought to you in part by Fisher's Beer, Wine, and Spirits in Crete. It's all you need to know. 2nd and 5 upcoming.
2nd and 5 at the 46.
Briar Cliff's going to do more of the same here, I feel like. Rinse and repeat, just like last drive. Get the ball on the ground, take the time off the clock, and just slowly make plays, get positive yardage.
Ball will be snapped with 9 minutes or less on the clock. And they go back to Mason here. Plows forward and picks up about 3, and it brings up 3rd and short. And this is all drain the clock and beat Doane on the ground right now. This second half, Briar Cliff averaging over 7 yards per attempt on the ground.
Yeah, if you're Doane defense, you definitely need to stop right here. Try, basically, try it down.
A yard coming up. Ball at the 42-yard line. Shotgun set. Briar Cliff 7 of 16 on 3rd down. Mason. I don't think he got it. He got hit hard and driven down on the play.
That is a great stand by this defense. Plugged the hole fast and gave him a good lick.
4th down.
And it is going to be short.
4th and 1.
It was Keegan Theobald with the tackle for Doane. And Briar Cliff right now on the field to go for it on 4th and 1. Hartman's going to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's going to go downfield, and he overthrows his intended target. Briar Cliff's looking for a flag. I don't see a marker, but the offense hasn't left the field yet.
They're trying to get a Doane D lineman jumping off sides right there.
I don't know. They might have. There is.
Number 31 was in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. Result, 1st down.
Now, I don't know, but I don't see a flag come in here. There's the penalty, but I never see a marker get thrown.
Yeah, I agree.
There it is.
Oh,
Okay,
there
it
it
did.
is.
All right.
Yeah, but if you're Doane's defense, they couldn't have that. They're obviously trying to get you to jump 3rd and short, and that's a killer. That's a big blow for them.
1st and 10 upcoming after the penalty at the 37. Mason. Another flag comes in here after a pickup of about 6 on 1st and 10.
Might have a holding call on Briar Cliff.
And Briar Cliff's making the walk backwards. Somebody thinks that it's on Briar Cliff.
10-yard penalty for the previous stop. 1st down.
It is on Perry King, the right tackle. Pretty clear.
Yeah, definitely. Couldn't miss that one.
So that brings up 1st and now 20 to go after the penalty. 7:30 with the clock running to go here in the 4th. Up the middle. Nothing doing there for Kensky.
That's a good rally by the Doane defense. This is the time to strike. This is where you need your stop. They already got the penalty. They're backed up by a lot. It looks like 2nd and 19. This is where you have to make a stand and get your offense the ball back.
7 minutes to go in the ball game. And after the conclusion of this one, we'll have our coach's post-game interview with head coach Jonathan Johnson, brought to you in part by Sarpy County Tourism. Experience Sarpy County. Koink, the running back here for Briar Cliff. He'll get the carry here on 2nd down, and it's just his 5th carry of the game, and he goes for a short gain. And that'll keep the clock running, however, as Briggs Songster seems slow to get up. Looks like he's all right for Doane.
That's a good play by the Doane linebackers, able to rally quick, move down the line, fill their gap, and make the play, make sure he doesn't gain a lot.
17 at the 44.
I think we're going to see 1 second and nothing more on the clock when Briar Cliff snaps this football.
I agree. They're going to take they're going to milk this clock as much as they possibly can.
They line up in the shotgun again. They've struggled on 3rd down. So has Doane. Briar Cliff 7 of 17. Standing at midfield, ball spotted at the 40 is quarterback Brock Saya. The sophomore fires and incomplete as he was looking on the right side for Jaden Stowers, and it brings up 4th and long, and it's a punt situation.
Yeah, looks like he had a man open. Looks like it just came through his hands. Yeah, it looks like he had an opportunity to catch it, but nonetheless, that's going to be a big stop for Doane.
4th and 17 upcoming at the 44-yard line. Inside, 6 minutes to go. Now, if you're Doane, how about you take a 6-minute drive, return the favor of a long, drawn-out possession, and win the game with a touchdown?
Definitely. I would love that, too.
Low snap. Mendoza had it bounce into his hands, and it's a good kick. This is going to get down inside the 10 and down at about the 2-yard line. Doane will have 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Ooh, they mark it at the 1 even. To drive down the field. Hey, if you have 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock, you might as well use 99 yards.
Yeah, you might as well try to use up as much clock as you can too. Definitely try to score in the easiest way possible, but if it takes you the whole field and use up the whole clock, that'd work as well.
5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Briar Cliff up 15-10. Both teams 0-1 coming into this contest here tonight.
Team number 23. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 4th down.
All right. Well, I guess we're replaying the punt. I never saw that flag either.
I didn't either. It might have been at midfield, but that's another good opportunity for Doane.
Mendoza will punt again. That keeps Doane from having to go out from inside their own territory as well.
If I was the Doane's line too, I would definitely try to get a block right here.
Oh, they're coming after it. They've got no gunners in the formation. They've got everybody at the line attacking Mendoza. The snap is clean. The kick is a good one as well. DeRiso from the 10. Cuts left, makes a man miss. And it's much better starting field position than if it wasn't for the penalty, as Doane will start just shy of the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's better to start at the 20 than the 10. He made a man miss, got to get it 10, got down, gives your offense a little bit more room to operate.
First 10 at the 20, same as a touchback, as we've got 5:29 to go in this one. Stick around also after the game for our top plays of the contest, brought to you in part by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, trailers, or more? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. 15-10, Briar Cliff on top of Doane. Shotgun set here. Hartman in the gun. Rolling out to his right, Hartman chased, steps up, runs, and gets hit hard out of bounds. That's got to be a flag. I don't see one, however. Doane wants one.
Wow. Yeah, he took a lick right after that play.
It's good for a Doane first down.
Jonathan Johnson not happy. He is in the official's face at midfield, very upset. Here's the play on the replay.
First and 10 at the 32.
Oh, yeah, he was out of bounds. I'm shocked there's no flag on that.
I don't blame Jonathan Johnson for being upset either.
No, you got to protect your quarterback.
Hartman fakes the handoff and takes up the gut. Doesn't get much.
On the carry. Might have gotten a yard on the play.
Inside 5 minutes, both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining.
On the tackle. Call it a gain of 1, second down and 9.
Gain of a yard
at the 33.
It brings up 2nd and 9.
If you're Doane here, you don't have to get it all in one play. You can definitely take your time. You're in a 4-minute drill. Try to get to the first down.
Miles
on the carry.
Another run there. He's not going to get the first down, but it sets up 3rd and much more manageable as we've got an injured Charger on the play. Defensive back Tim McCarthy slow to get up, and we'll have an injury timeout.
Defensive injury.
Well, McCarthy gets up and hobbles off. Looks like we will have a timeout for an injury, so we'll take one with him for 30 seconds. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. It's a good one here at Al Papik Field. Briar Cliff up 15-10.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at Go.
Well, not what Doane needed there. Chase Wilkinson, what happened?
Well, looks like the pressure came. Looks like miscommunication by the O-line, and it looks like it definitely cost him as he sacked for a long loss.
Meyer, the punter.
Carlos Lopez has been a wrecking ball today.
He's been hard man to block. He's been all over the place.
New return men back in the formation. It's Kevion Booker back for Briar Cliff. Kellen Meyer to punt for the 10th time today. Kick is away. Booker lets it go, and it takes a Doane roll down inside the 25, about the 22-yard line. 2:59 remaining. Doane has all 3 timeouts, and now they've got the beneficiary of the 2-minute timeout as well. If they run a play there, it's going to stop. That would, keep the clock running.
Right.
Good for Doane that they've got that 2-minute timeout to stop the clock.
Right, definitely. They all have all 3 timeouts, but as a Doane defense, you have to make them go 3 and out. You have to stop them, preferably before the 2-minute warning, so you have that extra timeout in your back pocket. Briar Cliff's going to definitely run the ball. There's no doubt about it. They're going to try to keep the ball on the ground, milk the clock, and try to just get out of this game. But as Doane defense, you can't allow that. You have to plug the holes, and you got to be at 3 and out right now.
First and 10. Chargers
just under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 23 for Briar Cliff. Pistol set. Saya lost the snap. He's going to hand it off anyways, and that might have botched the play a little bit as Mason gets hit at the line for no gain. I believe Doane already calling a timeout here.
Yeah, I like that. I like this call. Try to use your timeouts. Try to get the offense back on the field before that 2-minute warning.
All right, well, they call a timeout. We'll take one with them. 2:54 to go in the ball game. We'll pause for 30 seconds on NCN.
My brother RJ had me believe that he knew exactly what he was taking, but I don't think that during those times he was ever necessarily sober. We lost RJ at 32 to a prescription opioid overdose.
At the racetrack or the rat race round town, fuel matters.
Hartman hands off to Matthew Mason, who breaks a tackle and is brought down on the play. Big time tackle there by the Tigers. Aaron Reyes with the stop, his first tackle of the game.
Yeah, Reyes, great pursuit on the outside, not letting him get that edge, and coming over and making a great stop.
Brings him down in bounds. Doane does not call timeout. They've got one gone, 2 remaining, and they've got the 2-minute timeout as well, which will likely come up right after this play.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely want to get the stop for the 2-minute warning. Definitely can't afford a first down right here. 3rd and 11, a loss of 1 on 2nd down. A tackle by Reyes on Mason. They'll go back to Mason here, who runs forward, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Not much more. And that brings us indeed to the 2-minute timeout. We'll step aside. 2 minutes to go in this one. 4th down coming up. Doane looks like they'll get the football back. Try to drive down and win this football game. You're listening and watching Doane football on NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Fourth down coming up for the Briar Cliff Chargers, and stick around for postgame where we will have our Nebraska Orthopedic Center player of the game. And it is again brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination. Mendoza back to punt on 4th and 8 with 2 minutes to go. The kick is away. And John DeRiso, who has had trouble fielding a couple of them today, he had 2 muffs earlier in the ball game, hangs on to that one, and Doane will start just shy of their own 45, less than 2 minutes to go in the game with 2 timeouts and a chance to try to drive down the field here and win it. This is a 2-minute drill. If you've got one, you take it out now.
Yeah, definitely. The defense did their job, got off the field. Honestly, gave them great field position, too, right at that 43-yard line. They're going to have a great chance to go for the end zone and move down the field. They got about 2 minutes to do it, 2 timeouts. They definitely have all the available options to do it. Let's see if it happens.
Doane will start 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. Shotgun set, 2 wide receivers on either side. And it's James Miles with the carry here, and he's going nowhere. I do not love that first down play call. I think this is where you got to start opening it up.
Yeah, we definitely got to put the ball in the air. I mean, I could see a run play, but that didn't go anywhere, so we got to put it in the air.
Yeah, no gain on first down, brings up 2nd and 10. Doane understandably hurrying to the line. Darnell Riley can't hang on, and already 3rd down.
Now the two down plays went by very quick. You got to really think about 3rd and 10, what the best play call that you have in your playbook. You have to use it here.
The 44.
Doane will face their 15th 3rd down of the game here. They're 4 of 14. They are 1 of 9 when facing a 3rd down longer than 3rd and 5. They face 3rd and 10, looking for a conversion. Incomplete in the flat. Whiteau, the intended target, and Doane gives it right back to Briar Cliff on 4th and 10, unless they stay on the field, which looks like they might.
The last two plays look really identical, just out of reach, couldn't hold on. 4th and 10 here. This is probably do or die right now. They got to get it.
4th down and 10 at the 44.
4th and 10 at the 44. 1:31 remaining in the contest. Doane with their first 4th down attempt of the season. Hartman back to throw. Fires. Caught. Whiteau has a block, slides, and has the first down. He gets just enough, 10 yards to move the chains.
What a play by Whiteau there. Great catch, had to go up and get it, and almost tripped and fell right before the down marker, but luckily stayed on his feet and got that first down, much needed for this offense.
Andrew Whiteau with his 2nd reception of the ball game, and that's the biggest one, no doubt about it. 1st and 10 at the 44. Clock stops as well. Hartman steps up, feels the pressure, and he goes down. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, and we've got a timeout. Jonathan Johnson sprinting in to call his 2nd of 3. We'll keep it here, Chase. Gutsy call there from Jonathan Johnson. Dan Campbell-esque in the NFL there on 4th and 10. Even with 2 timeouts remaining, but it works.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's almost do or die right now. You got to do it. It's 4th and 10. Game's on the line. Only about a minute left. 4th and 10, you got it. You're at midfield. Got to go for it. Definitely had the opportunity and took most of it and just made a great play out of it.
1:17 remaining in this one. 2nd and 10 upcoming out of the timeout for the Tigers.
Now, if you're Doane's offense, you only got 1 timeout left at your disposal, so you got to stay near the sidelines. You can't have much up the field in seam as much as you would love to, but you're time's not your friend right now. So you kind of got to work against the clock, stay on the sidelines, first down's out of bounds, throw it away.
2nd down and 10 for the Tigers.
2nd and 10 upcoming at the 46. Shotgun set. Hartman, Miles in the backfield. Pocket collapses on Sam Hartman. He's running for his life. Turns it upfield, has some blocking. Hartman cuts it back up the middle and picks up a first down. A gain of 14 on what looked like a dead play.
Yeah, way to use his legs, scrambles out to his right. Looks like he was almost dead to rights. Finds a little alley, great block by the wide receivers and able to pick up that first down.
1:07 to go. The clock will start once Doane gets set. 1st and 10, the 32. Hartman looking end zone, no one down there. Darnell Riley was in double coverage and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and Hartman took a big shot on that throw too. Hopefully he's up and okay.
2nd down and 10 for the Tigers at the 32.
2nd and 10 upcoming. And just another overthrow, and that probably was a lucky overthrow as well, because that was some good coverage by the Chargers.
Yes, indeed, that was double covered. Looked like it was overthrown, and yeah, that's a good incompletion.
1 minute to go, 1:02 on the clock. Once this plays over, we'll be under a minute. Hartman going end zone for Gutierrez. He goes up Incomplete,
Got the
and
flag.
it is a PI. I didn't see the defender turn his head. That's why the flag is out, and Doane will have it inside the 5, I believe.
Oh, Doane will definitely take that flag in stride. That looked like a great throw by Hartman to the corner of the end zone to Gutierrez. And luckily, looks like they got enough contact by the defender. Didn't turn around fully. That looks like a 15-yard penalty to me.
Tim McCarthy, the defensive back in coverage. Here's the call.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. 15-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
So a 15-yard penalty. It's good for a first down. So it's not going to be quite inside the 5, but it's going to be close. It's going to be inside the red zone, no doubt.
That's great, and they will take that absolutely. That's going to help them out tremendously, getting them closer to the end zone.
Following the penalty.
56 seconds to go. Doane has a timeout remaining. 1st and 10 at the 17. Snap back to Hartman. He fires, looking end zone. Somebody turns around. It's DeRiso. I don't think that was the intended target on the play. I think he might have been looking for Gutierrez, and Gutierrez got tied up in blocking, and it falls incomplete. 2nd down.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like a little miscommunication from the receivers. DeRiso still almost made a play on the ball, just a little underthrown, I guess.
DeRiso wanted pass interference as well. Tulsa Janish on the coverage. Shotgun set. Hartman rolls out left, fires, pass, caught. Waito, 1st down to the 5.
That's a great play. Staying in the middle of the field. Waito makes a great catch down to the 5-yard lane. They're going to have a great chance at this thing.
Doane looking to regain the lead, and I think a timeout going to be called here on the Briar Cliff sideline to slow the momentum. The crowd on their feet at Al Papik Field. 15 to 10, 40 seconds to go. 1st and goal, Doane at the 5. And there you see it, a good, healthy crowd. The Huskers play tonight. Everybody coming out to support the Tigers here in Crete. And they just might see Doane's first win if they can punch this in.
Yeah, and this is going to be an electric place if they do punch it in for 6. A lot of fans going to be on their feet. This is going to be wild.
1st down and goal to go at the 6-yard line. What do you draw up here if you're Jonathan Johnson?
It's tough to say. There's 2 options. You could run it up the middle. I mean, you don't have any timeouts, but you're also on the 6-yard line. So running the ball wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You just have to hurry up. Or kind of like what I said, like either slants, quick outs, something that's going to be a quick play. It's either going to be incomplete pass, touchdown, or, just going to live to play another down. So something quick.
So check that was Doane who called the timeout. That's their 3rd and final timeout. Briar Cliff will have 3 remaining. I believe they might have announced it as Briar Cliff called the timeout, but it was charged to Doane.
Gotcha.
At least that's what it reads on the scoreboard.
Right.
1st and goal, 43 seconds to go. Ball on the 5. Again, Doane will have to work quickly if they do run the ball. We'll see what they do. Last week, 1st and goal, they ran Sam Hartman on a read option for a score. He's in the shotgun in the backfield here with Miles. The snap to Hartman. He rolls out right. He's chased down, steps up, fires, and throws it out of bounds. And he was out of the tackle box, so no intentional grounding. It brings up 2nd and goal.
That's a good throwaway. Boot right to his right. Takes a shot on his throw, but luckily he got it out, so they lived to play another down.
2nd down and goal to go. Ball spotted around the 5-yard line. I think there's some confusion in the box here about who took that last time out. It was announced as Briar Cliff. Snap back to Hartman. He's chased around. Hartman's going to step up. There's a flag down. He gets hit and dropped by Carlos Lopez. This might be in the area of holding.
Penalty marker on the play.
If it is, that's going to be a costly penalty for Doane.
That'll set up 2nd and goal, but it'll be back outside the 15-yard line. Second down and goal to go. For now, at least. There is still a penalty marker down. Doane's ready to break huddle here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the refs. They're having a quick meeting about this flag. Can't come to a conclusion.
I don't understand what the holdup is.
I don't either.
You got two officials talking, two nowhere near each other. The flag now's been picked up. I don't know if they're going to call this a flag. I think they might be talking about the timeouts.
They might be.
Now the scoreboard here reads Doane has one timeout and Briar Cliff has two.
So
if
it
there's
had
any lip readers out there, enjoy this because you'll get more information than we have right now. Now we've got one official speaking with Jonathan Johnson as well.
Defense, number 17.
And it's defensive
against
holding.
Automatic first down. Please set the game clock to 34 seconds. 3-4. The clock will start on the snap. Thank you.
It's going to be a huge break for this offense. Now they're at the 4 to the 3 yard line. Running the ball is also an option now.
It's still first and goal.
Right.
Sam Hartman under center. Takes the snap. Miles has the edge. Is he in? He's short, says the line judge. And it brings up second and goal. And Doane will probably have to call a timeout. And I think they will.
It might have looked like he got in from here. Maybe short. Oh, so close.
Just short. This might be the final play of the game coming up.
Definitely.
Doane has no timeouts left. It'll bring up second and goal. They'll have to get to the line and maybe spike it if they want to stop the clock after this.
Exactly. So they're on about the 1 inch mark. A QB sneak could definitely be an option, a straight dive play. I'd put it in they're called Rhino package, where they get a bunch of defensive guys, some of their bigger guys. That could also be an option. It's tough to say.
29 seconds back on the game clock. 2-9. Thank you.
Second and goal, 29 seconds to go. Doane taking all the time they can on this timeout.
Down and goal at the 1.
Looks like they're in tight. They might be going in for a sneak.
We might see the Philly Eagles tush-push type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Sam Hartman under center. Hartman with the snap. It is indeed a tush-push. Is he in?
Hartman on the keeper.
No signal yet. It's going to depend on the spot. Short. And here we go. Doane's going to have to hurry up to the line. They've got one player down for Briar Cliff. We'll see if Doane spikes it or they line up again. Hartman under center. The snap, the push. There's a flag before the play, but I don't think he got in either. It might be a false start.
Oh, no. Still don't know what the flag is.
No. Well, I don't know if he got in there. It looked like he was short. But we'll have to see what this flag is. This could determine the game right
This
here.
could.
False start. Offense, number 54.
Oh, no.
Foul includes a 10-second runoff. By rule, the game
And a
is
10-second
over.
runoff. That's the end of the game. Wow. I don't know how you stomach that one. That's tough.
Oh, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Well, that's how this one ends. Briar Cliff wins at 15-10. We'll talk with Coach Jonathan Johnson after this.
Liberty First Credit Union. It's for you. Do you live in Nebraska or the surrounding states? Then it's for you. Want to earn cash back on your transactions? Then it's for you. Are you ready to start banking with purpose? Then Liberty First Credit Union? It's for you. We're not your typical credit union. We support you with personalized banking that's open to everyone. Start banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. We're for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedy Mart. When you have to fuel your journey and feed the crew, whether it's many or a few, Speedy Mart is fresh, ready, super clean, and convenient.
Here, customers can expect the highest quality fuel that they deserve.
And when you make a pit stop, it's gotta be fast. Easy in, easy out. Speedy Mart for the win.
Stop into Zollner Ford of Beatrice for our summer clearance sale and drive away in a new Ford F-150, Escape Expedition, Edge, or Explorer. With approved credit, receive 0% financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days. That's right, our 000 sale. Shop now while selection's best during our biggest sale of the year. The Ford summer clearance with 0%, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days at Zollner Ford of Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
My brother RJ had me believe that he knew exactly what he was taking, but I don't think that during those times he was ever necessarily sober. We lost RJ at 32 to a prescription opioid overdose.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
Just finished an epic game? Keep the excitement going with a stop at Good to Go convenience store on your way home. Refuel with a fresh coffee. Grab a tasty sandwich and fill up your tank to be ready for the next adventure. Whether you're celebrating a win or discussing the highlights, Good to Go has all your post-game refreshments covered. Make it a part of your game day routine.
Good to Go post-game snacks.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with a touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
Lay the foundation for increased harvesting capacity and a successful harvest by ordering a new John Deere combine during Landmark Implements Early Order Program. Upgrade to the latest model and maximize yield potential with advanced harvest technology. Customize your combine and secure the best discounts and financing options of the year. Contact your local Landmark Implement today to order your new John Deere combine and experience the Landmark difference.
Elevate your drive with Woodhouse Ford. From driving the city streets to cruising the back roads, Woodhouse Ford has something for every lifestyle. Discover the joy of performance and reliability with Woodhouse Ford, where every mile is a testament to quality craftsmanship. With 3 locations in Omaha, Blair, and Plattsmouth, Woodhouse Ford is ready to help you. Shop our inventory and offers going on now and experience the difference of buying with Woodhouse Ford.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Hey, sports fans, heading to the big game tonight? Make sure you stop by Speedy Mart before you hit the stadium. Fuel up your car and grab your favorite snacks and drinks to keep your energy high. Whether it's chips, soda, or a quick meal, Speedy Mart has everything you need to kick off your game night right. Don't miss out. Swing by Speedy Mart for all your pregame essentials.
Speedy Mart, snacks before the game.
All right, talking with head coach Jonathan Johnson. Coach, how do you kind of summarize how that game ended?
Yeah, I tell you what a gritty effort on both sides, both teams. Fight to the finish, an instant classic. Very proud of our guys' effort. Again, same thing we talked about in the weekly show this week with Tim. We've got to find a way in those situations to make those plays, and we were knocking on the door. We're half yard away from a first win in the G-Pack, and we didn't get it done. So we got to come to work on Monday. We got to keep chopping wood. We got to believe and trust the process, and winning's going to take care of itself when we do the right things. We got to make those plays in those situations. But I'm proud of the effort and the fight in this crew. Again, we got a bunch of Bulldogs that just won't give up, and they're not going to, and we won't let them. And we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to find a way next week against Waldorf.
The defense played really well today, I thought. Very aggressive, got to the football quickly, tackled well. What was your takeaway, and how proud of them were you after bouncing back from last week?
Yeah, we challenged those guys last week. You know, when you give up a lot of passing yards in the air like that, we challenged our DBs. I tell you what, they stepped up big time, played their butts off. Linebackers, D-line, a bunch of sacks. I mean, what a gritty effort on defense. Gave us a chance to win the game there at the end. We're in a great situation. So very proud of the defensive effort, and we'll continue to build on that next week.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you. Go Tigers.
That's head coach Jonathan Johnson. We'll be upstairs in a moment to wrap this one up.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
The way we use electricity has changed a lot over the years. What hasn't changed is our commitment to make sure it's there the moment you need it. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
A new year, a fresh start, a resolution to grow more, gain more, give more. The process is the same: plant, grow, harvest. But the way you do it is always evolving. And so are we, Aurora Cooperative. Grow, gain, give. Aurora and you.
Well, welcome back to Al Papik Field. Chase Wilkinson, Jake Bartecki wrapping this one up. Chase, before we get to our top plays, if you're Doane, how do you stomach that one going into next week?
I mean, it's a very tough pill to swallow. I mean, knocking on the goal line at the half-yard line, you try to sneak it twice. Second time, you get a false start penalty with a 10-second runoff with only 9 seconds showing on the clock, so that means it's game over. That's a tough pill to swallow, and that's a terrible way to end the game, and it's rough, but I love the way they fought all game. I mean, they never gave up. They made the most of every opportunity they had, and they gave it their all.
All right, let's take a look at our top plays from this one. Of course, our top plays on News Channel Nebraska, brought to you in part by Currency. You need financing for trucks, trailers, RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items. Visit gocurrency.com for details. Well, there you see the Briar Cliff Chargers, who come out on top in this one, 15-10. Those beautiful blue, white, and yellow jerseys. The Chargers, of course, coming across the border from Iowa. Here we go in the first quarter. 31-yard field goal for Kellen Meyer after a long drive for the Tigers that ended up in 3 points. Second quarter now, dropping back to throw, and a shot downfield to Stephen Whiting. That was a bobble play. If he drops that one, Doane wins his football game.
I agree, totally agree. That was a very, very non-lucky play for Doane. He almost dropped it, and that was a big thing in this game.
And then the 2-point conversion. Again, wide open, just a little pitch and catch tap in.
Yeah, miscommunication there as well.
Moving on now to what looks like it's the end of the first half. Yeah, this was the longest touchdown for Doane since 2019. 68 yards to the house on a screen pass. Hartman to his left, and he's able to get it to James Miles. PAT up and good. Doane on top, 10-8 at the half. Kellen Meyer had missed a 31-yard field goal as well. Made that one, though, and Doane takes the lead into the break. Third quarter now, and here it is. After an 18-play drive, Matthew Mason gets driven out of bounds. Ball goes down at the 2-yard line is where he's marked out, and then Stephen Whiting again on a nice high-point football.
Yeah, that's just a great catch from a great tight end. Uses his frame to his advantage.
PAT was up and good, and Briar Cliff regains the lead 15-10. That's how this one would end. Wasn't the end of our highlights, though. Here's how it ends. Chase, take us through this one.
Oh, so it's a goal line sneak on the half-yard line. Everyone thinks he sneaks through, but it turns out that's going to be a false start on one of the linemen. A huge blow to this Doane team.
And there you see the handshake line you heard from Jonathan Johnson. A tough way for Doane to lose this football game. The final 15-10. We'll be back next week. Doane hosting Waldorf. That'll do it from Al Papik Field. For Chase Wilkinson, great job today on your first broadcast, my friend. I'm Jake Bartecki. Big thanks to our entire crew, Danny Alvarado, and our great camera operators here in Crete. We'll talk to you next week.
This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? Visit Go